Their father personally found tutors for all his brothers. All of them were the most capable ones available, but my son never received such treatment. Father's favoritism has permeated every corner of my life. They all describe you as incredibly unruly and mischievous. Is there anything to be proud of in that? Are you stupid, uncle? Chenin, you are completely disrespectful to your elders. You are truly stupid and don't even realize it. No wonder you were bragging about your son just now. Look at what Qi Jinghong does in the Ministry of Personnel. It's easier than my second brother's work, yet he still has to ask his colleagues for guidance. Even with such an advantage, it still takes him days of struggling to finish one task. Look at my second brother, by contrast. He doesn't need to ask anyone and can finish it all himself. He doesn't even need an hour. Yes. How Qi Jingxi does it is still unclear even now. Unclear, my foot. Is that big lump on your neck really just for decoration? Chenin, you are being presumptuous. So what if I am? Seeing a fool like you. Even a bodhisattva would jump up to beat you. You don't even think about it. The teacher's grandfather found back then. All set examinations. Prince Wu, surely you don't have no memory of that. It seems you haven't forgotten, uncle. The great scholars and talented masters that grandfather brought in back then didn't pick your son even once. Instead, they were the ones fighting over each other to take my second brother as a student. So what? Even if he wasn't as good as Qi Jingxi when he was young, that is all in the past. All those people are criticizing Qi Jingxi, calling him disobedient and unruly. Don't forget who exactly Qi Jingxi is. He handles the Ministry of Personnel's work in less than an hour every day. It's simply absurd. But have they ever said my second brother was slow-witted? If Qi Jingxi is as good as you say, then why have his teachers been replaced one after another? Isn't it because they couldn't stand it and quit? Prince Wu is truly blinded by his own bias. A man like this still wants to be crown prince? No wonder the emperor doesn't support him. Those who follow Prince Wu are probably regretting it now. Uncle, haven't you thought about it? The reason they left so quickly is because my second brother had learned everything they could teach. They had nothing left to teach him. That's impossible. Whether it is possible or not is not up to you to decide. What my second brother has achieved is right there. Even grandfather has acknowledged it. What's the matter, uncle? Do you think grandfather is that easily deceived? Stupid Chenin, if you have a grudge against the fourth prince, just vent it. Why drag me into it? I really didn't expect Qi Jingxi to have been hiding his brilliance for all these years. Your family is so calculating. What is there to calculate or hide? My father is a prince, and you are extra wary of my father. My father has enough wealth, so even if my brothers did nothing, they could still live a comfortable, luxurious life. Under such circumstances, why would my brothers need to reveal their abilities? If they had revealed their abilities, would you be able to sleep at night, uncle? You hid your strength, catching me off guard at every turn. Now you dare say it was for my own good? Have you no shame? I never expected Qi Jingxi to have such skills. If that's the case, why doesn't he work properly at the ministry, but instead runs outside all the time? That's a good question, uncle. But for the answer, you should ask the Assistant Minister of Personnel why he asked my second brother to put the finished work in a nearly abandoned storeroom. I didn't. You did. Otherwise, why would I put finished work there? At first, I asked you out of curiosity, and you kept reprimanding me. Your words implied that, if I wanted to rely on my father's status, I shouldn't listen to you. Your Majesty, I am wronged. What reason would I have to do that? What reason? You don't need one. It's just that you are aligned with Prince Wu. So suppressing my second brother is standard practice, isn't it? Quit the act. Assistant Minister of Personnel. Such immense power you wield. Your Majesty, grandfather, Chenin is right. The Assistant Minister of Personnel is so bold and lawless. He must have done many things to deceive those above and below. Grandfather, why not investigate him thoroughly? If he has abused his power to harm innocent people, then we should seek justice for them. Punishing a high official easily draws criticism. But if he is found to have major issues himself, then acting against him is perfectly justified. Not only will it vent frustration for Qi Jingxi, but it also damages a key aide to Prince Wu. Most importantly, the Ministry of Personnel, controlled by Prince Wu, will have a crack opened in its defenses. Channan's words are very reasonable. Guards, investigate and put him under house arrest. No visitors allowed. Grandfather. If not for you, your grandson would have been wronged to death. Even if I suffered this grievance and was wrongly accused, what hurts me most is fearing that I would implicate you, grandfather. If the villains succeeded, they would make people think I am incompetent, and wouldn't that lead to people accusing my father of nepotism? My father has always been cherished and taught by you. So if he were that foolish, wouldn't that mean he's terrible? Who is so malicious? Wanting to make the world believe that you are an old fool? You foolish Chenin. Saying things like that is life-threatening. Exactly. Who is it? Who is so determined to make the world think I'm an old fool? Is father blaming me? I've been bullied by the Prince Rue family like this. Can't father stand up for me? The eldest son yielded because you lacked ability. I chose you. Now that the eldest can handle important tasks, you still use underhanded tricks to ruin him. You are the one who thinks I'm an old fool. Father, since Qi Jingxi is so capable, why doesn't he stay properly in the Ministry of Personnel? Where is he going? To buy chickens. So what if I am? Is it against the law to buy chickens? Qi Jingxi. Since you have such skills, focus on your job. Don't just think about cockfighting all the time. Who said anything about cockfighting? Why won't you admit it at this point? You just said you were going to check on the chickens. Everyone here heard you. Humph. I was going to buy chickens to fight. Don't be angry, second brother. Uncle's thinking is always so narrow. Buying chickens means cockfighting? Buying a knife means going to kill someone? Your way of thinking is too rigid, there's no helping it. Chenin, no need to change the subject. Qi Jingxi said it himself. You can't deny that. I am going to buy chickens, but I'm buying them to send to the soldiers at the border. To supplement their meals. You are supplementing the soldiers' meals? What do you mean by being so surprised, uncle? In your view, do the soldiers guarding our homes deserve even a piece of meat? I never said that. Chenin, stop maliciously accusing me. If this got out, all the generals would turn against me. Then what would be the point of fighting for the throne? Oh, you were maliciously accusing my second brother. Is there any problem with me accusing you for once? Grandfather, you know. My mother often donates grain and medicine. This year, the supplies my mother prepared for the border soldiers were just too much, and she couldn't handle it all. My second brother, after handling his work at the ministry, went to help out in his spare time. The cotton clothes and grain are all prepared. Knowing that the border is poor, we thought we'd get more meat to nourish the soldiers. My second brother went out to see if he could buy some high-quality ones to send over there. They don't have to eat them all at once. They can raise them, saving them for future meat or eggs. My second brother was busy with these things. But in the mouths of some people, it became negligence of duty. Father, why didn't you make up an excuse for me? The more he looks down on me, the more I must take that position to prove his poor judgment. Chenin, I was just curious. Why buy chickens near the capital? Aren't there any near the border? Buying them nearby saves the trouble of transporting them, and they have a better chance of survival. Prince Wu must have grown up in the comfort of the capital, unaware of the hardships of the common people. How would I not be aware? If you know the common people have it hard, you should also know that many at the border don't even have enough to eat. Do they even have the resources to raise chickens? If we purchase in bulk, do you think it's enough? Chenin, since you know the border life is poor, buying from them would provide them with additional income. Why insist on buying near the capital? By your logic, there are no poor people near the capital? Don't they need money from selling chickens to make ends meet? Is that what I meant? My point was, the people at the border need this income more. Can't we have the border camp buy produce from them and have them sew clothes and shoes? Besides the finished cotton clothes, there is a large amount of fabric, which is convenient for the soldiers to sew their own gear. We can have nearby villagers do this work. That way, clothes and shoes can be made to fit properly, while also giving nearby villagers a way to earning their own money, so they can buy what they need. Broaden your horizons, Prince Wu. Don't just stare at the chickens. My second brother buys chickens, and you obsess over chickens. Can you have some ideas and opinions of your own? If this is how you are, how did you become the crown prince? Father, I told you that you shouldn't be so sentimental about brotherhood. Look, to cater to your younger brother's emotions. You created this situation for the throne. What were you thinking? So now I have stepped out to compete. Fourth prince. It's not that I want that position. It's that the people need me. Get up. What's wrong, uncle? Uncle, are you losing your temper out of embarrassment? That's not good. Even if I hit the mark, you can't be like this. Either magnanimously yield the power, or stand firm and compete with me properly. By neither yielding nor standing firm. I really feel sorry for those who support you. Won't they be targeted by your rage? This pit was dug right in front of us, but we have no choice but to jump in. Prince Wu is so emotionally unstable. We are truly disappointed. Competing with this young lady? Ridiculous. You must not lose your temper in front of the emperor. Competing with Qi Jingxi now will only play into their hands. Chenin, that is not so. The position of crown prince is not something I can decide to fight for or not. Otherwise, even if I become the crown prince, it would still cause turmoil in the court. Even if the emperor favors Prince Rui, he cannot ignore the overall situation, and insist on keeping Prince Rui in the crown prince's seat. This feeling is very bad. It feels like I'm a weak piece of prey, ready to be torn into pieces at any moment, and I have no power to resist at all. Chenin, why are you looking at me like that? Prince Wu, you should be thankful that my father is a man of integrity. What do you mean? My father is simply pure and kind-hearted. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have the chance to compete. Chenin, you are being far too arrogant. Grandfather favors my father, and could issue an imperial decree at any time to appoint him as crown prince. Humph, Chenin. You are just a young girl who doesn't understand court matters. In the future, it's best you don't involve yourself, lest people laugh at you. Even if he were named crown prince, the officials would need to agree. If he cannot win them over. Win them over? Win over what? Just kill off those who don't agree. There are many capable people in the world. The vacant positions are perfect for those people to step up. As long as the people are fed and clothed. Who would care about those missing officials? Absurd. You can't just kill so many people, can you? Why not? The Xian tribe had so many people, yet Lady Chenin wiped them out single-handedly. Wiping out us would be like picking something out of a bag. How many officials could there be who oppose my father? Even if they were more numerous than the Xian tribe, it wouldn't be much of a challenge for me. Of course, my father is kind, and grandfather is a wise monarch. So if I were to do such a thing, they probably wouldn't be very happy. What on earth are you regretting? Both of you, I just hope you, Prince Wu, compete with my father. Compete fair and square. Don't think about using crooked paths. Otherwise, grandfather and my father are upright gentlemen, but I am not. If you provoke me, the consequences are something you cannot bear. Chenin, you are threatening me? Threatening? No. I am merely speaking the truth. I am adept at taking lives. If any of you want to be reckless, I can accommodate you. I am a person who loves doing good deeds and loves accommodating others. Is suppressing one's opponents not a normal political tactic? Why is there suddenly a life-threatening danger? If I stop doing that from now on, will that suffice? I was wrong. Ahem, court is adjourned. I used to think it was hard to compete with Prince Rui. Now I know a long sword has always been hanging over my head. Can't beat them, can't fight them. Is it too late to jump ship from Prince Wu's side now? Father. This time someone must want to cut off their tail to survive. Someone will make a choice. You handled this well. Taking down the assistant minister of personnel. I can just arrange for my own people to replace him. My sister is truly amazing. My sister told me to put the finished work in an inconspicuous place. My sister said, for framing someone, what evidence do you need? If I say the assistant minister of personnel ordered it, then he ordered it. It's because second brother has the capability. If it weren't for second brother, handling the ministry's affairs with ease, we couldn't have framed the assistant minister. It would have been better to frame the minister of personnel. But that jump was too large. What the minister of personnel has done isn't enough to kill him in one blow. If you can't take them down in one move, leave them be for now. Take down the assistant minister first. Let father put our own people in. And slowly erode the ministry piece by piece. Father and big brother are good at this kind of thing. So we don't need to worry about it. You are all such good children. Having such children is truly the blessing of a lifetime for me. The assistant minister definitely won't be able to hold on to his post. What should we do now? Lady Chen didn't seem to be joking at all. If she really uses underhanded tactics, our heads. She really dares to do it. Why are you so nervous? Chenin was just making a threat. What she said was complete suicide. Threatening to cleanse the court in front of the emperor. Do you think the emperor has no thoughts of his own? When imperial majesty is provoked like this, can the emperor tolerate her? Humph, as expected of a girl from the countryside. Acting without a care in the world. Relying on her martial arts to act unscrupulously. She is truly digging her own grave. Does the emperor really think of Lady Chen in that way? Prince, do you misunderstand the emperor's bottom line? Elder Zhang, what do you think of Chenin? Do you have nothing to say? Your Majesty, this old subject has never seen a woman like Lady Chenin. I am at a loss for words. You old fox. You don't know how to speak? You just don't want to say that there has never been a woman like her. Or even a man who dared to utter such threats in the court. If it were another emperor, she would not be tolerated. The lady knows that the emperor is a man of true character, which is why she speaks so freely. The lady knows the emperor has a capacity for tolerance, and will not blame her. Don't flatter me. Channan's scheme is good for the country, and harmless to the common people. If Prince Wu and the others keep fighting recklessly, what happens if innocent people get dragged in? Channan's words today were meant to prevent such things from happening. If you want the throne, compete with your own ability. Whoever is the most irreplaceable shall be the master of that position. Channan's intentions are deep. For the emperor to have Lady Chenin is the court's good fortune. The country's good fortune. Your Majesty, Prince Wu requests an audience. Let him in. Father, after I returned, the more I thought, the more afraid I became. Which is why I hurried to the palace. Father, Channan's words were truly unfathomable. What if she really has ulterior motives, and tries to harm you? What Prince Wu said is truly too stupid. I heard nothing. I thought the fourth prince had finally gained some wisdom, thinking of a way to break the deadlock. But it turns out that for such an obvious matter, he spent so much time thinking only to say something so foolish. Do you think Chenin would try to kill me? Father, you must be on guard. Channan's temper is fickle, and she acts recklessly. If one day Prince Rui loses hope, who knows what she might do for that position? Nobody knows. Father, you must plan ahead. Fourth prince. Father. Fourth prince, can you use your brain before you act? I have stayed up for days processing state affairs, yet I have never felt this exhausted. Some children are really just debts parents owed in a past life. I am worried about you, Father. And yet Father thinks I am stupid. What on earth is going wrong? When he was a tutor for the crown prince, his work was respectable. How did he become such a fool? After the eldest son recovered? Could it be that there really is some magical force sucking away his intelligence? Father, your subject is worried about your safety. If Chenin is crazed enough to want Prince Rui on the throne, she could really pull it off. Fourth prince. Do you know what the most direct way for Chenin to let the eldest son inherit the throne is? I am truly glad that I am old. and started cultivating my character long ago, not losing my temper easily. Hearing such treasonous words, I actually feel no anger at all. It seems my state of mind has improved again. Fourth prince, you should go back now. Father, leave? Sigh, fourth prince. You won't be able to hold on much longer. Your Majesty's words are true. Prince Wu's temperament is simply no match for Prince Rui's. Favoritism, the father is truly too biased. I even thought of all the arguments. Yet he didn't even give me a chance to speak. Since that's the case, don't blame your son. I'm going to take a gamble. Prince Wu is leading soldiers to surround Prince Rui's mansion. Yes, lady. Prince Wu also said to have the prince hand you over. Help me dress. Fools like this are rare. I must go watch the fun. Father, mother. What is Prince Wu doing? Fratricide? Does he think that by killing my father, he can become the crown prince? The imperial grandfather will not tolerate those who kill their own brother. Chenin, I have come here for you and me. Am I worth such a grand display? I know your martial arts are formidable, so I have no choice but to be cautious. If you cripple your own martial arts today, I will spare your life. Otherwise, with 1,000 arrows flying at once, even if you manage to survive, can you keep your father, mother, and brother safe and sound? I am a person who hates being threatened most of all. If you don't want to be threatened, then cripple your martial arts. Considering you are of the Qi family bloodline, your future glory will remain. The Emperor's decree says, you are to withdraw your troops immediately. I have crippled Princess Chen An's martial arts, and will go to the palace to beg for forgiveness myself. Even if Father the Emperor punishes me, I must protect his safety. Chen En, you even dared to delay Father's summons to me. Why aren't you crippling your martial arts yet? Who are you? Second brother, I'll handle this myself. Why should I cripple my own martial arts? Which law forbids practicing martial arts? Following your logic, shouldn't these soldiers behind you also cripple theirs? Stop changing the subject. You know full well what you said in the palace yesterday. You said you would take the lives of officials at any time. You're quite skilled at twisting words and lying through your teeth. It's a pity your lie is too easy to debunk. The imperial grandfather can testify. My words had a prerequisite. Those who support you are only allowed to compete with my father using fair and upright methods. Whoever dares to play dirty, harm the people, or scheme, that is whose life I will take. Absurd. You dared to speak of killing officials yesterday. Who's to say you won't harm the emperor one day? For the sake of father's safety, I am willing to bear the crime of lèse-majesté to neutralize you, once and for all. What a display of filial piety. Truly a good son to the imperial grandfather. It's a pity you're too stupid. Today, for father's sake, I must cripple your martial arts, and never leave a hidden threat like you by his side. If I wanted my father to sit on that throne, I wouldn't even need to move the imperial grandfather. Killing you would be enough. Are you really that slow? Or are you using the excuse of protecting the imperial grandfather to flatter him, while suppressing my family? Absurd. You dare spout such wild words in court. You clearly already have the intent to kill. With father's safety at stake, I have no choice but to be on guard. I will give you 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. It's best if you don't move. Otherwise, next time, it won't be just passing out, it'll be death. I have a rather short temper. And you think you can threaten me with just this few people? Isn't it laughable? Chenin, surrender now. If you kill these soldiers, that is treason. Guards, seize Princess Chenin. I am a princess. What qualification do you have to cripple my martial arts? That requires an imperial decree from the grandfather. What? Are you now able to overstep the imperial grandfather and make decisions for him? It seems someone has gone mad, thinking they are the emperor. Pin her down, then seize Prince Rui, the demon. I don't believe you won't surrender. Prince Wu, do you not know that there are other ways to defeat an enemy besides martial arts? Chenin, what have you done? Oh, did you forget? Who said one must use martial arts to make someone yield? I've hinted this much and you still don't get it? How can you be so stupid? Uncle, let's go to the palace. Let go. What do you think you're doing? Taking you to the palace. Qi Jiyu, I'm going to kill you. Prince Wu is just suffering the consequences of his own actions. My sister didn't kill anyone. She just brought him to the palace to see the grandfather. Everything she did was right. Let's go. Grandfather, Chenin, has been wronged. I'm glad you're not hurt. You are still a child. Let your father handle things like this in the future. Why must you jump into the fray? I have a bad temper. If someone bullies me, I'll naturally hit back. My father handles important matters. I'll solve these trivial ones myself. You child, if you actually got hurt, your parents would be heartbroken. A loser like him wanting to hurt me? Delusional. Father the Emperor. I did this for your safety. A prince getting himself tied up, and you have the gall to bring so many troops? You lost so miserably and you aren't reflecting? Prince Wu, there are no outsiders here. Who are you pretending for? Isn't it just using this excuse to deal with me? I am doing this for father's safety. Imperial, grandfather's decree was to have you go to the palace. That was him saving you, giving you an out. But you missed it perfectly. If you had just followed the steps, even if you had no chance of winning, you wouldn't have lost so quickly. Above all, you should not have tried to incite internal strife. Soldiers can die on the battlefield, they can die suppressing rebellions, but they must never die in infighting. This kind of behavior that drains the nation's power is what the grandfather hates most. Father, what if I do have a little bit of selfishness? Does the crown prince's family not have any? Don't mention the eldest prince. Even I have selfishness. Having selfishness isn't a problem. It must benefit the imperial court and the people. Chenin destroyed the Siyun tribe. It was to establish her father's prestige and win the hearts of the people, but the tribe was truly destroyed. The threat was removed. The people are no longer living in fear. Soldiers no longer have to die in vain. Who wouldn't want such selfishness? Chenin, what are you laughing at? Are you proud because your martial arts are good? I'm skilled. Am I not allowed to be proud? Should I be as incompetent as you to be proud? My selfishness serves the greater good. What about your selfishness? Sacrificing soldiers to deal with me for the sake of the grandfather? Your excuse is laughably thin. See for yourself how far apart we are. Father, Chenin is humiliating me. Don't you see that? I see it. When I ordered you to come to the palace, what did you say? Even I can no longer command you. Old Fourth, you've gotten arrogant. Forget about those soldiers. The court soldiers are there to protect the nation, not to be sacrificed for your private agenda. Father, are you stripping my military authority? You use the grandfather's name for your own gain. If I only take your military authority, the grandfather really has spoiled you. Anyone else would have been kicked out of the capital long ago. Your uncles are all out there worrying for the grandfather. Would you like to join them, Prince Wu? Grandfather, I didn't cause any casualties among the soldiers. Prince Wu, shouldn't this military authority be given to my father? Eldest son, you have raised a good daughter. My ancestors surely have her wisdom. Since father is like this, then I will truly compete for it. I haven't been the crown prince for so many years for nothing. Old Fourth, go back and reflect properly. Reflect well. Understood. Chenin, you've pushed him to the edge. A prince, tied up and dragged to the palace. Old Fourth won't be able to swallow this humiliation. I just want to see what cards he has left. Having been the crown prince for so many years, he can't possibly only have those few tricks. Only by completely enraging him will he show his true ability to compete with my father for the throne. I'm the only innocent one in this family. You girl, you have a short temper, you didn't want to drag it out, did you? Grandfather, I was truly in a hurry. Prince Wu wouldn't be alive by now. Humph, humph. Sister, what's wrong? You're tired? I got injured dealing with archers a couple of days ago. I'll go get a royal physician. Second brother, I am a doctor. I'm fine. Then why are you tired? I was convincing myself not to be impulsive. Not to kill Wu. Don't worry, I'm calm now. It's just that the world isn't as straightforward as it used to be. Direct force would have been so much simpler. By the way, most of the supplies have reached the soldiers at the border. It's a pity Prince Wu's military power returned to our father. The plan to bleed him dry failed. Sister, what are you laughing at? Is Prince Wu going to have bad luck again? Shall we dig into Prince Wu's finances? Can he really be lured in? He definitely will. He wants reputation, he wants to prove himself, and he especially wants to show off his strength in front of our father. He's been suffering defeat after defeat and is just itching to prove himself. The more he tries to save face, the harder he'll fall. He won't be able to hold on for long. I'll go handle it. Hey. Hey, eldest brother, why aren't you excited? We are going to scrape a fortune from Prince Wu to supplement father's soldiers. How smart, isn't it normal that you were thought of it? Manipulating people's hearts has always been her forte. She went to all this trouble. We must execute it well. Don't let her hard work go to waste. I know. This. I am merely grounded and lost my military authority. Why has it come to this? Your Highness, my body is getting worse. The gooworm attacks are becoming more frequent, several times a day. I might end up bedridden any day now. How can the gooworm be this frequent? Didn't Chen promise? The time of the attack she promised is correct. But she didn't say it would be 3 times a day. If this continues, the Emperor will never let me lead troops. Your Highness, this military authority must not be lost. That goes without saying. But there is bad news now. The supplies Prince Rui sent to the army. Even my soldiers received them. Your Highness, what will the soldiers think? Your soldiers received them? Even the ones who were previously under your command did. But compared to others, there was much less sent to us. Only medicinal herbs. Even though medical supplies are life-saving items, they will only hate me more. Why don't I, the prince, do like Prince Rui, and send new clothes and blankets, and meat? Prince Rui was waiting here for me. He wants to frame me. His plan backfired. Doesn't he want to compete? Then I will let father see that my strength is not inferior to his. Duke of Wei, don't worry, your granddaughter's wedding will never lose face for the Duke of Wei's mansion. Understood. Some fish just want to jump onto the hook, who can you blame? Prince Wu is truly careless. It's just a pity he was outsmarted. He had supplies prepared early but was beaten to the punch, making him look like the one trailing behind. So many supplies can't be prepared overnight. Prince Wu had already prepared them, but because there were so many, sorting them was slow, hence the delay. Ah, now the army only knows Prince Rui sent supplies, overshadowing Prince Wu. With such little patience, he's truly useless. Princess, what a coincidence. Not a coincidence. You've been following me the whole way, gossiping about my father from your private room for a long time. Now that I'm ignoring you, you specifically chased me out to pick a fight? What are you talking about, coincidence or not? Is it fun? Princess, we aren't picking a fight. We feel injustice for Prince Wu. He had supplies ready to send to the soldiers, only to be beaten to the punch by Prince Rui. It made him look like he was following in Prince Rui's footsteps. Trailing behind? Whether sent first or last, more or less, the beneficiaries are the soldiers. What is there to compare? Could it be that Prince Wu only sends supplies with a desire to compete? If he doesn't compete with my father, he won't send them? That's truly ridiculous. Prince Wu has held military power for so many years. Why has he never thought of sending supplies to his soldiers? But exactly when my father happens to have some spare funds this year, and send supplies, he happens to think of it too? Is this a deliberate attempt to compete with my father? Or did he only start thinking about winning hearts after losing his crown prince status? Princess, we were just repeating what is being said outside. Oh, it's what people outside say, it has nothing to do with you. General Wei, this habit of yours of repeating whatever you hear, is it okay on the battlefield? Getting swayed by a few words from others. Who will take responsibility for the lives of the soldiers following you? And you knew it was intentional. Deliberately leading us to the tea house to validate Prince Rui? Yes, you figured it out pretty quickly. That's right, and you made me waste my breath. You are Prince Wu's man. I won't hurt you, I'll help you, Wei Yifeng. Don't assume because you have a sick mind, that everyone in the world is as sick as you. Qi Jiyu, you've gone too far. So what if I have? If you have the ability, hit me. Oh, right, you can't hit me, and you can't win an argument with me either. Can't hit or argue your way out. The two of you are really wasting resources by living. Aren't you just relying on Prince Rui's mansion to back you up? Yes, with backing, I can be proud. What, are you envious and jealous? You are shameless. When it comes to shamelessness, I must concede to you both. Qi Jiyu, don't get cocky. Is Prince Wu someone you can easily topple? Moving so many supplies in such a short time. This network and wealth are something Prince Rui can't match. Prince Wu is so impressive, oh my. Prince Wu's capabilities are beyond what you can imagine. Indeed, I can't imagine. It seems my family will have to work hard to earn money too. Only starting to earn now? No matter how much you earn, you can't compare to Prince Wu's accumulation over the years. I won't waste more words with you. Just look at my wedding. Prince Wu will organize it for me. It will be a grand display you've never seen before. Prince Wu organizing it for you is only natural. The Wei family is ultimately the maternal family of Consort De. Great, then I will definitely go on your wedding day. I'll take a good look at how grand it is. I'm looking forward to it. I chased after her and issued a threat. Not only did I not vent my anger, but I felt even more suffocated. Every action of mine was within her calculations. You go back first. I'm going to find Prince Wu. Grandfather, I was with Wei Yifeng. What were you doing with Wei Yifeng today? It's for the wedding. Right. You were meeting for wedding matters. You should just focus on preparing for the wedding. Why did you have to follow Qi Jiyu when you saw her? We just wanted to debunk the rumors outside. Absurd. Qi Jiyu's martial arts are so high. Did you not know while following her? She knew you were following her. And still deliberately went to such a bustling place as a tea house. That was clearly a trap dug for you to jump into. And you too actually went and jumped right in. How do you do things? So thoughtless. Grandfather, let it be. The rumors outside don't matter. As long as Prince Wu has the strength to suppress Prince Rui's reforms. Once you get married, you must keep Wei Yifeng under your control. Our family can only rely on the Wei family now. Rely on Prince Wu. Our Jiang family has always been infinitely glorious. Yet now we are struggling at every step. All of this is because of Qi Jiyu. Ever since she returned, the Prince Rui family has changed. Grandfather, your gooworm is acting up. And your father's prestige in the army is lacking. But if we join forces with Wei Yifeng, we might be able to maintain our status in the army. You are marrying over there. It concerns the future of the Jiang family. If you are capable, let the Wei family provide more support to the Jiang family. Grandfather, don't worry, I will strive for it. Rest assured. Prince Wu will help Wei Yifeng make the wedding grand. Our family won't let you fall behind either. Your dowry is your foundation. I will make Qi Jiyu. Take a good look at how glorious I am at my wedding. Don't think that our Jiang family has fallen. Qi Jiyu, we'll settle this at our wedding. My father and the others are all very busy. Father and the others truly are looking for trouble. There are so many things to do. Princess, the small kitchen made new snacks. Would you like to try some? Yes, yes. Mother, shall we go out for a walk? I still have many account books to look over. Go have fun, don't get too tired. Watch over the young miss, don't let anyone bully her. Yes. Mother, why are you so tired? Find some people to share the work. There aren't enough people. I have to observe them slowly, why bother nurturing them? Just find the people you need, and keep an eye on the people they care about. If they have second thoughts, wipe out their whole family. What if they are fatherless and motherless, without relatives? Nothing to threaten them with? Then poison them. If they don't obey, let them die of poison. Hey, my father could control people like that in the future too. For people in court, if they don't listen, don't give them the antidote. That guarantees absolute loyalty. You're naughty. Alright. Stop joking around, go play. Being a good person is such a hassle. Enemies are too numerous. I've come to bring dowry for my sister, is there a problem? Grandfather, are you not even going to let me enter the door? Stop arguing. Must you make such an ugly scene to be satisfied? It's not that I won't let you enter. But your father has long since been separated from us. We appreciate your kind intention, but dowry is unnecessary. Brother Jiang. Princess, what a coincidence. Meeting you here. Are you in trouble? Princess, this is our family business. Please don't bother yourself with it. That won't do. Brother Jiang and my second brother are good brothers. My second brother's brother is being bullied. How can I pretend not to see it? Princess, my uncle was separated and split from the family long ago. And their house doesn't have much wealth. How can I take their dowry? Oh, how thoughtful of you. Are you pitying that their life is difficult? Or do you look down on them from the bottom of your heart? Why is it that during reunions or holidays, there's never a shadow of Brother Jiang's family? During ancestral worship, they aren't even allowed to enter the ancestral hall. Only able to kneel outside. Princess, you are joking. Is this someone talking nonsense after drinking? I am not talking nonsense. That is how you treat our family. And you pretend to be thoughtful and looking out for us. Uncle Jiang, you are so hypocritical. Just as hypocritical as your grandmother and father. Audacious. Who gave you permission to slander my grandmother and father here? You are good for nothing all day. Did you exhaust your family's wealth? And now want to slander us? To get some money? Brother Jiang, why are you arguing with him about this? Have you ever seen anyone who did something scummy behind your back, and would frankly admit it? In front of everyone? They are shameless behind the scenes. But they want to keep that mask of respectability in front of people. Princess, you don't know the situation. Please don't jump to conclusions. Jump to conclusions? If it wasn't true, why not let them enter the door? Even if they were separated, they are still Jiang family members. The servants at your mansion blocking them at the door. What is that supposed to mean? Why, is a Jiang family master not even qualified to step into the Duke of Wei mansion? Princess, this is our Jiang family affair. Please don't trouble yourself. Brother Jiang, I see you guys are living quite miserably. Why don't you just break ties with the Jiang family? I'll bear witness for you. Princess, this is our family matter. Yes, family matter, that is true. But don't forget, Brother Zhang's father was separated by you, with no status, no power, no influence. You haven't helped Brother Zhang's family at all. Brother Zhang and my second brother are good brothers. I cannot stand by if I encounter this. Brother Zhang, I'll back you up. I won't let you be bullied again. Thank you, Princess. Brother, you have to realize. Without the support of the Duke of Wei's mansion, what else do you have to rely on? Ha 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 ha. Rely on our mansion? What did we rely on you for? Did I move up a step all these years? Or did I have a good future? That's because you weren't striving for it yourselves. Are you expecting my grandfather to break the rules to promote you? Such a violation of principles. My grandfather would never do it. We are settling this separation right now. Are you going to separate or not? Brother Zhang, can I make the decision for you? Thank you, Princess, for upholding justice. If my brother insists on severing family ties, then please have your uncle come and speak to my grandfather in person. Uncle Zhang, are you trying to use your grandfather to pressure Brother Zhang's father? If Brother Zhang's father wasn't so filial, would he have been bullied by your family for so long? He isn't even qualified to enter the ancestral hall, nor can he return for reunions. Do you even care about Brother Zhang's family at all? Princess, this is our family affair. Let's go file a complaint. We'll have someone rule that you must sever ties with the Duke of Wei mansion. Good brother, how can you be so naive? Which government office would dare handle a case involving the Duke of Wei? If the princess says it can be done, it certainly can. Princess, please don't say things you cannot actually follow through on. The princess is speaking freely in the moment. But what if someone actually believes her? Isn't that just setting people up for harm? Then, may I ask the princess, who has the authority to command my Duke of Wei mansion? My imperial grandfather, of course. Brother Zhang, let's go. We are going into the palace, and I will have my imperial grandfather grant your severance of ties. Thank you, Princess. Princess, please stay a moment. Oh, so you do know how to speak properly now? There must be some sort of misunderstanding here. Why don't you enter the mansion and let's talk in detail? No need. Ask your grandfather. If he agrees, write the severance paper right now. If he doesn't, I will go see imperial grandfather. And have him talk to your grandfather himself. Don't keep me waiting too long, otherwise I'm going straight to the palace. Quickly. Princess, I have prepared some evidence. Do you want to bring it out later? And we have witnesses. No need, HM. Brother Jiang, you truly are a good person. Why must an outsider like me interfere in others' family business? After all, we are family. This Princess Chenin is such a busybody. Old Chen greets the princess. Duke of Wei, your granddaughter has told you everything, right? Don't waste any more time. Hurry up and write the severance paper, press your seal on it, and it's done. The princess really is joking. Does the princess really have to interfere in my private family matters? Why? Do you think I don't have the power to? Is the princess planning to use authority to pressure people for my sake? What about the reputation of the Ruiwei King's mansion? How dare she? Is she not afraid of public gossip? The princess is joking. If the princess gives the order, I would have to comply. But why is the princess so insistent that I sever ties with my own son? Could it be that you cannot bear to see a father and son reunited? And insist on tearing my family apart to be happy? In the past, the princess always acted with reason and evidence, but this time, is this not too overbearing? Which father isn't a bit biased? Can't the son and grandson show a little understanding? This is unreasonable. Duke of Wei, how have you treated your own son for all these years? You know that in your heart. Princess, what are you trying to say? Are you suggesting he was wronged in the Duke of Wei mansion? If he was dissatisfied, he could have told me directly. Yes, Princess. If my uncle feels the Duke of Wei mansion has wronged him, he could have just said so. For a son to take the initiative to propose severing ties, everyone will think he is unfilial. Every word from a son being so rebellious and unfilial will surely result in him being condemned by all. A mere son has the audacity to want to sever ties with his own father. But consider it from another angle. What kind of grievance must he have suffered to choose severance despite the world's condemnation? Someone who was already kicked out, who originally couldn't rely on the Duke of Wei's wealth anyway, choosing to sever ties. Isn't this cutting off his very last bit of power that he could rely on? Absolutely severed. What exactly must he have experienced to have made such a firm decision? To leave his own father's massive shadow? Even if he has to bear the disgrace, even if it ruins his own future, even if it means total ruin, he still chooses to sever ties. Why? Duke of Wei, tell me. Tell everyone here. How exactly did you force him into such a situation? If you had a father or grandfather who was a duke, even if you suffered some grievances, not favored, treated with coldness, would you even think of severing ties? The princess has a sharp tongue. Duke of Wei, you are truly joking. I am just speaking the truth. Of course, if you think you treated Brother Zhang's family well, you can bring out the evidence. Let everyone see what kind of ungrateful people they are, or what kind of trauma they suffered that turned them into lunatics, to want to sever ties with you. Since your father does not like the Jiang family, then I, as his father, will grant him his wish. Someone, prepare the brush and ink. I will be your witness. Are you satisfied now, princess? To be able to help a family escape a sea of misery. Of course, I am satisfied. After all, doing good deeds has always been my family's tradition. I am just learning from my parents and my brothers. Brother Jiang, you have finally made it through the worst. Come, let's go to my mansion. My second brother will be home soon too. And you can have a drink to celebrate. Escaping from a fire pit. Fire pit? Grandfather. Was it really okay to sever ties with my uncle just like that? I can't help but feel something is wrong. Could this be a trap set for us by those people? Humph, what kind of trap could it be? It was just severing ties with a loser. Humph. He was always a good-for-nothing. But grandfather, everything today was too coincidental. Could this be a plot by Qi Jingxi and them? Ha 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 ha. What kind of plot? You know as well as I do, your uncle is truly useless at everything. Both went to the border to fight in the war. Look at your father, valiantly killing enemies and breaking the enemy lines. Contrast that with him, cowering at the rear, not even daring to charge. If it weren't for me, he wouldn't even have kept his current position. Grandfather, logically speaking, my uncle relied entirely on you. Why would he dare to sever ties? When things are abnormal, there must be a demon. This is fishy, humph. What else could it be? It's nothing more than his habit of sucking up to power. He probably thinks the Duke of Wei mansion is declining. So he is planning ahead to cling to a higher branch. Don't pay him any mind. Focus on preparing for your wedding. See if anything is missing. Grandfather, the dowry is already prepared. HM? Why did you hit me? Why do you think I hit you? What are you looking at? Not happy about it? I don't know. I didn't do anything. Why were you staring at my sister like that? Your eyes were stuck on my sister. I was just admiring the princess. Worshipping the princess. Where did your mind go? Oh. What happened? I heard the Duke of Wei severed ties with his son. I really didn't expect that. The evidence I prepared didn't even get used. The princess's approach is truly unexpected. What do witnesses and evidence matter? No matter how miserable your father is, or how the Duke of Wei Mansion treated you for all these years, as long as you lay it out for everyone to see, you still won't seem miserable enough. Why? Because there is no such thing as truly feeling another's pain. Mostly, people just talk without having to feel the burden. Your pain, your wounds, they can wipe it all away with a single sentence. Things have passed. Why should it be over just because they say so? Exactly, why indeed? But it isn't them who were hurt. It didn't harm their interests. They can lightly say it's over and advise you to be magnanimous. If you refuse to let it go, they will use filial piety to pressure you. In short, they can't feel your pain. They will minimize your suffering. Why are you getting angry? Princess, shouldn't I be angry? How can they think that way? Why do you care about how they think? What they think? Whether they care about your pain? What does it have to do with you? What you need to do is break free from the Duke of Wei Mansion and make them regret it and ruthlessly take revenge on them. What do other people's opinions matter to you? What significance does it hold? Can it give you money? Or can it change your life? Did the mortals witness the level of my sister's wisdom? So. I think preparing that evidence and those witnesses was pointless. Everything you've gone through, others can always find a reason to refute. But the power of imagination is different. You say nothing. Just let others know that as a son, you had to escape the tree of the Duke of Wei Mansion, a massive mountain that others would only dream of and feel intense and before. They will naturally think deeply, wondering what you suffered. That is so much better than you telling them yourself. So, never argue. Never ever argue. Thank you, princess. You're welcome. Helping you is helping my own second brother. You guys chat, I'm heading back. My sister is so amazing. Don't tell me this kid is interested in my sister. Would he dare? Trash remains trash. Without sense of weight or proportion, unable to assess the situation. Without the Duke of Wei to back them up. Does he think he can rely on the Rui King's mansion? Shi Jingxi, that kid, looks like a slacker on the surface, but he is clearly hiding his depth. How on earth did Shi Jingxi manage to win over Jiang Lanqing, clearing out these relationships, and even get Jiang Lanqing to confide in him? The children of the firstborn family, none of them are simple. Hurry, the auspicious hour is almost here. Quickly go get the bride. Don't miss the lucky time. Mother, in the end, still didn't come. Miss, it is time to say goodbye to the Duke. This luxurious wedding. Who in the capital wouldn't be envious? Even if mother was divorced. What the maternal family provided is enough to let me marry off with glory. Fireworks. Fireworks are going off. Fireworks from the pants. Those shops belong to the Duke of Wei's daughter-in-law. The bride's own mother. This must be a mother celebrating for her daughter. Mother is celebrating for me in her own way. The most profitable shops in the capital. Such a grand display. Who can compare? My standing in the Wei family is truly secure now. With the grandfather's side and the maternal family's side. No matter what, our Duke of Wei Mansion will never fall. The Jiang family indeed has untapped value. Once the Duke of Wei gains power in the army, it will be realized soon. By then, I will logically take over the Wei family's prospects. It's snowing heavily today, it's late. Not a single person from the Ruwei King's mansion came today. They must be going crazy at home right now. The position of crown prince will certainly be our king's. What is going on? Where are the people? Grandpa. Why did everyone go to collect the grand opening gifts? What grand opening gifts? What shop opens at this hour? The ones that just set off the fireworks. They say all the citizens of the capital are entitled to it, handing out meat broth, rice, flour, oil, and so on. Those shops were operating perfectly well. Why are they having a reopening? The Ruwei King's mansion took them over. That's why they are reopening. Impossible. How could those possibly be the Ruwei King shops? That is, in short, they can't be. Why go to the wedding to grab a few coins? This is much more worthwhile. The Ruwei King is truly a good and kind man. Princess Chenin. Oh? Why is the bride over on my side? Shouldn't you be at the wedding ceremony? Princess, did you intentionally arrange it for this time? That's right. Princess, today is our joyous day. Do you really have to do this? Because it's your joyous day. My shop can't open for business? Which shop opens at this hour? My shop. Chenin, you are going too far. Did the emperor not stop your mischief? Return the shops to their rightful owners. Don't bully people with your influence. This kind of forceful seizure is wrong. Royal uncle. First of all, I obtained these shops legally and legitimately. There is no such thing as your so-called forceful seizure. The contracts for the shops are all registered at the government office. If royal uncle feels there is a problem, feel free to go to the office and check yourself. This is impossible. Why would my maternal family shops be given to you? Then go ask your maternal family. No matter how you obtained these shops, it is wrong for you to open business on someone else's big day. Which law states that because someone is getting married, others cannot open their shops? Don't try to change the subject. You just admitted yourself that you deliberately chose this time. Was it for the sake of opening the shop? Wasn't it just to ruin Wei Yifeng's wedding? Ha 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 ha. Royal uncle, you think too highly of yourselves. Do you really think I would deliberately choose this time just for them? Take a look at yourself, are you worth it? Princess Chenin, you keep saying it wasn't because of us. Then why did you choose this time to open? Princess, you keep saying it wasn't because of us. Then why did you choose this time to open? Which shop opens at dusk? I chose this time entirely for the sake of the people. Only at this hour do the commoners finish their work and have the time to come and collect things. During the day, they have to toil for their livelihoods. Only at this hour do they have time to come collect gifts without it interfering with their daily work. The princess understands us. Royal uncle, between General Wei's wedding and the people, who is more important? I chose this time. Using the opening as an excuse to give things to the people, is that a problem? So, Wei Yifeng and Jiang Shuyi, why aren't you going to have your wedding? Why aren't you all watching the ceremony? What are you doing here on my side? Could it be that you also want to be generous and share some joy with the people? In that case, I thank you all. Fine, you win. Quickly, take it. Royal uncle, what are you doing? Here, just take it. Everyone, let us all thank the Wu King and all the officials. Thank you, Wu King. Thank you, officials. Alright, continue collecting your things. The sooner you finish, the sooner you can go home and rest. Chenin, are you giving things out in one place? Or multiple places? I am giving things out at all the firework locations. Chenin, I have to say a word to you then. Distributing things in so many places at once. How can you ensure that everyone gets their share? If there are opportunists going to every spot to collect, then those in actual need won't get anything. What should we do, princess? The king's words are very true. Don't let your good intentions lead to a bad result, where greedy people collect more. And finally people mistakenly blame the Rui King's mansion for running out of charity funds, bearing the disgrace for nothing. Charity funds? What charity funds? It's our own money, we give as much as we please. Who set a rule on how much to give? Princess, we also gave money. Didn't you give that money voluntarily? The people will remember your kindness as well. What more do you want? This is worse than being a robber. Too unreasonable. We don't mind giving to the people. But it's excessive to let the needy get nothing, while the greedy get too much. Oh. You say that. But look at this mark, it will only disappear tomorrow. Those who have already received will have no way to collect at other locations. General Wei, don't you need to go back to finish the ceremony? Even if you care about the people, you don't need to neglect your own wedding ceremony, right? Pardon us for this, everyone. Farewell. Not bad. I can even collect some silver. Who would complain about having too much silver? What is he planning to do? Does he really hate to see me succeed that much? Jiang Shui is also so ignorant of etiquette. Before even entering the family, she lifts her own bridal veil. What on earth did the Jiang family teach their daughter? Doesn't she even know this? Shut up. You don't know what's going on. My maternal family could never give their property to the Rui King, even without the Duke of Wei backing us. My maternal family's business is so huge. How could they hand it over so easily? It doesn't make any sense. Could it be coercion by the Rui King? The Wu King will investigate. During this month I was in the mansion. What exactly did you do? This is impossible. How could such a large business be given to Jiang Lanqing? Who are you asking? This is your Jiang family matter. Why are you asking me? Your Highness, Old Chen will go back and investigate clearly. If it really was that rebellious son Jiang Lanqing, I will definitely make him return the assets. Where is he? He said he is no longer a Jiang family member and doesn't need to listen to you. What exactly did he say? He said the ties are severed. Why are you still sticking to me like a plaster? Good, what a rebellious son. Prepare the carriage, I will go get him myself. He is just leaving now, saying he is going to find Shi Jingxi to listen to a play. To the theater. Oh, old fan, feeling better? The princess's medical skills are truly godlike. The princess is my savior. A living bodhisattva. Is there something wrong? Princess, just now I was reckless. Mainly because I was worried about the princess's reputation. Duke of Wei, if you are blind, just admit it. Don't look for excuses. Princess, what do you mean? What do I mean? Just now, even if you didn't know I was treating someone. My second brother and others were here. What did you think I would do? Or in your heart? Do you consider us all ignorant of etiquette? Acting absurdly? Or were you just trying to smear me? Which one is it? The princess is indeed straightforward, HM. It's just that I'm that good. Can't help it. Princess, I have some things to discuss with my grandson. Grandson? Are you in the wrong place? We don't have any of your grandsons here. Is that so? There is no grandson of mine here? Duke of Wei, you are really joking. Whether you have a grandson or not, you know that. Why ask me? I have nothing to do with your Duke of Wei mansion. Why, is the severance I witnessed not valid anymore? Duke of Wei. In your eyes, does the princess's word mean nothing? The princess is joking. I have no such intention. It's just that I have something I don't understand today. And I wanted to ask the princess to clear it up. Sure. Princess, what does this mean? I'm clearing it up for you. Shouldn't you pay? Duke of Wei, you wouldn't be lacking even that bit of sincerity, right? Princess, are you very short of money? I am. My father has to compete with the Wu King for the crown. Of course, I need a massive amount of money. Princess, may I ask? Why would your Chen, grandmother's maternal family property end up in your hands? Oh, that? Because Brother Jiang gave it to me. Brother Jiang is grateful that I helped him sever ties, freeing him from the Duke of Wei's control. I heard it's because the other party liked Brother Jiang, and in a moment of excitement, just gave it to him. Being likable is really quite useful. Princess, do you really think I believe that? Does it matter if you believe it? Regardless, the property was initially given to Brother Jiang. Actually, I'm just picking up the leftovers. At first, Brother Jiang wanted to give those assets to Jiang Shui, but she didn't want them at the time. That's why I'm the one who benefited. The Duke of Wei is truly generous, turning down such things. I am truly grateful that you treat gold like dirt. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of this. The grand gifts I prepared were all rejected. It seems the Jiang family really looks down on us. Hey, Duke of Wei. You wouldn't have known Brother Jiang had those assets. And that's why you regret severing ties, right? No way, no way. A dignified Duke of Wei, so blinded by money. You are the Duke of Wei, after all. Second brother, the Duke of Wei's tolerance is quite poor. He's already coughing up blood. And he still wants to seize the throne? How pathetic. So much property, so much money. Anyone who loses that much would feel like throwing up blood. How can my sister be so naive, and at the same time, so terrifyingly meticulous? What kind of inhuman suffering has she endured to cultivate such ability? He hasn't reached the end yet. Go to the Sun family and ask what's going on. You were husband and wife before, so it should be easier to talk. And their family gave all their assets to Jiang Lanqing. What is your daughter supposed to do now? Find a chance to go secretly. Don't let anyone find out. You want to leave? The Sun family caused such a huge disaster, and you just want to run away? I've been your husband for many years. Yet you only care about the Jiang family, never me or my family. I've been cast aside by you. Do you have any idea how much my family's business has been implicated, without the Duke of Wei as a backer? Do you not know how to run a business anymore? Our Sun family used to do business honestly. But was the money earned honestly enough for the Duke of Wei to use for the Wu King? Who do you think we did these unscrupulous things for? Now that I've been sent back, the Sun family has nothing more to do with you. Life has suddenly become very difficult. That's all in the past. Once the Wu King recovers, he won't ignore you. But in any case, you shouldn't have given the assets to Jiang Lanqing. Are you crazy? I did that for my daughter. Our Sun family didn't rely on connections. We gave the assets directly to the child, so that he would have support. But what did you do? You severed ties with Jiang Lanqing. You didn't even look at what the Tianzhuang was before cutting him off. You gave the property to Jiang Lanqing. Why didn't you tell me in advance? If you had told me, none of this would have happened. Tell you in advance? Since I was sent away, the Duke of Wei treated the Sun family like snakes and scorpions. Seeing us from afar, they would take a detour. Would our Sun family even be able to see you Jiang family members? Do you have any idea how much effort I spent to convince my family for the sake of our daughter? I thought the Duke of Wei, relying on the Wu King, couldn't really be without their own backing. I wanted to take everything the Sun family had, to add a chip for the Duke of Wei's mansion. I specifically chose Jiang Lanqing because he was easy to manipulate, and sent it over in the name of the Tianzhuang. But what about you? You didn't even check what the Tianzhuang was before severing ties. So what do we do now? How would I know? The Sun family bet everything, and ended up losing it all. Now we can only sell the house and return to our hometown, becoming a fallen family from now on. What are you going to do to us? I've discussed it with my father. You should leave the capital first. Ha 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 ha. Greetings, Princess. Rise. Princess, Jiang Baihua just came to see me. I told him exactly as you instructed, that those assets were meant to be my daughter's dowry. Have you finally seen Jiang Baihua's true colors? You knew what kind of people the Jiang family were long ago. Only back then, you were the ones benefiting. Now that you and the Sun family are the ones to be sacrificed, naturally, you're no longer on his side. Fine, you Sun family members stay away from the capital. And from now on, these matters have nothing to do with you. Don't harbor any delusions of doing something you shouldn't. You know, I have never considered killing a trouble. Don't worry, Princess. We won't do anything. We'll return to our hometown and live a simple life. Princess, since you knew the Duke of Wei's mansion used the Sun family to amass wealth, why not use the evidence to directly attack the Duke of Wei's mansion? Toppling one Duke of Wei's mansion, does that mean the Wu King falls? Those who follow him are still there. Besides, the Duke of Wei's mansion is still useful for now. I'm a person who never likes to waste value. How can I stop before I've squeezed it dry? I'm just a thrifty housekeeper. All right, you may go. Understood. This is good stuff from the Rui King's mansion. Young mistress, there's a carriage ahead. People are making a scene on the main road. So we had to take this narrow road. When two carriages meet, one must yield. If it's impossible, we'll take the detour, Jiang Shui. I'll let you pass first. How could I dare, Princess? The princess has conceded the way. We should be the ones to withdraw. It's fine. Today is a good day for your return visit. Letting you pass is the right thing to do. There is a distinction between status. I wouldn't dare. I said you can pass, so you pass. Mainly because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to get so much property from the Sun family. What does that have to do with me? The Duke of Wei didn't tell you? Oh, right, you haven't returned home yet. Naturally, you wouldn't know. Never mind, go back and ask your grandfather, and it will be clear. Go on back, don't let me delay you. Princess, just say it straight. Otherwise, I can't let you pass. For the sake of letting me pass and walking away, I asked the princess to enlighten me. Actually, it's not a big deal. If you hadn't rejected Brother Zhang's Tianzhuang, Brother Jiang wouldn't have been able to give the Sun family's property entirely to me. The Sun family gave all their assets to Brother Jiang. Brother Jiang wanted to use them as a dowry for Jiang Shui. But Jiang Shui firmly refused and didn't want them. Alright, today is a happy day for your return visit. I won't delay you any longer. Ah, yes, I haven't congratulated you yet. I wish you a joyful wedding and blissful life. 3-day return visit. What's with these faces? Are you unhappy with this marriage? Or do you feel the Jiangwei alliance has wronged you? Grandfather, this isn't my fault. After all, I don't have grandfather's magnanimity to just cast aside the Sun family's assets like that. You know about it? Grandfather overthought it. Although my Wei family lost the marquis title, we are still honorable people. We would never take a wife's dowry for ourselves. You have no need to guard against me. Letting go of such a huge estate for nothing. How did you find out? We met Princess Chenin on the road back. She yielded the way for us, saying she was grateful I didn't take Jiang Lanqing's Tianzhuang. Grandfather, why was the Tianzhuang exactly my maternal family's property? How could it end up in Jiang Lanqing's hands? We've been schemed against by the Rui king and his party. These insidious methods were most likely thought up by Qi Jiu. Jiang Lanqing and Qi Jingxi are birds of a feather. Qi Jiu must have figured out your mother's maternal heart and secretly manipulated things, forcing your mother to bet the entire Sun family on Jiang Lanqing, and then had Jiang Lanqing act in a way that made you refuse it. That Tianzhuang and the severing of ties. Every single detail was the work of Qi Jiu. How could Qi Jiu do this? Grandfather, we. It's useless to say anything now. What's gone is gone. You've just gotten married. Don't let this affect you. If husband and wife are at odds, it's exactly what they want. We should work together to deal with the Rui king. Grandfather is right. Wei Yifeng is not to be trusted. There are battles at the border recently. You go, father. You mean for me to perform a great deed and gain prestige in the military, so that you can hand the military power to me? Wei Yifeng's objective is my military power. Supporting him is of no benefit to the Duke of Wei's mansion, like drinking poison to quench thirst. Others ultimately cannot be relied upon. Father, I understand. The honor and disgrace of the Duke of Wei's mansion all rest on you. Don't let me down this time. Everything is going according to plan. Father, we've arranged everything in advance. Without the Duke of Wei's mansion, the Wu King has lost a great help. It's thanks to you, father, for giving up the crown prince position back then, but still keeping an eye on the court, leaving backup plans everywhere. That's one aspect. But it's mainly your sister. You mean that Sun family property? The Sun family already had no ties to the Duke of Wei's mansion. You simply made the property circle around before the Duke of Wei, and then slip through his fingers. Think about it. A massive fortune about to fall into their own pockets. But because they severed ties and rejected the Tianzhuang, they gave it to the enemy for nothing. This feeling of gain and then loss is even more torturous than never having it at all. So, the Duke of Wei, Wei Yifeng, the Wu King, their hearts were all disrupted by this one move. People are just like this. Seeing a great opportunity slip through their fingers, even if they never really had it, they still fall into regret. The Duke of Wei will be unable to sit still once he's flustered, and will go all in to help Jiang. Bai Hua, Wei Yifeng, and the Wu King are all at odds now. This is exactly the chaos we wanted. The more chaotic they are, the smoother our next steps will be. Do you have nothing to say? I'm not as good as you. I'm handling the things I can handle. The minister has been replaced by our father's man now. That iron bucket has cracked. I'm not as reliable as you were, but I'm getting there. I don't have connections in the military, so I'll leave it to father and elder brother. Then why is your expression so heavy? Nothing, I was just thinking about you. This Jiang family affair was a thread father buried years ago. Yet you was able to link all those small, fragmented things together, and even push it to the extreme. How is her brain wired? Mostly, it's because she takes after me. Father, can we not be so shameless? Ow. So we're not allowed to tell the truth? Stop the nonsense, if you don't do your job well. Hey, it's already late. It was quite impressive, not a waste of waking up early. There is already a rift between these two. The easiest way to break an enemy is to dismantle them from within. It's going quite smoothly. Princess, you and I are both women. This world is already harsh enough to women. Why must you make it difficult for me, another woman? Jiang Shui, you've always loved pointing fingers at others like this, haven't you? It's the same. You used the moral high ground to kidnap me back then too. Thinking this tactic works well, you use the same move for everything. What is the princess talking about? I just think that since we are both women, we should be understanding of each other's difficulties. Does the Duke of Wei only teach you this? Not teaching anything serious, just teaching these low-class tactics of binding people with morality? Don't you think it's too inferior? Princess, I'm talking to you about a serious matter. Why do you have to humiliate me? This has always been the way of backchamber wives. Didn't your grandfather tell you not to provoke me, princess? My husband just wanted to. You don't need to think about it. Isn't your goal just to morally kidnap me and guilt me? But you've known me for so long. What have I ever done to give you that misconception? The princess is not someone to be trifled with. It's not about being trifled with or not. Why would you think that I have morality? Do you think something like guilt could grow in me? You've failed at my hands so many times. Why haven't you learned your lesson yet? That trick of crying and sobbing to win pity doesn't work on me. How do you manage to fail again and again, without learning any lesson at all? First of all, you and I are not just women. Our families are in opposition, life and death. At a time like this, you talk to me about women making things hard for women? Do you know how miserable I am right now? What does your misery have to do with me? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have ended up like this. You're mistaken. Your misery means nothing to me. In fact, the more miserable you are, the happier I am. Who pities an enemy and hopes they'll have a good life? If the opponent is doing well, wouldn't that make me do worse? There are no fools who sacrifice themselves to help their enemy. You are that kind of fool. Don't project that onto others. Princess, isn't it just that you've had a falling out with Wei Yifeng? And you're miserable in the Wei family, so you're blaming me? But what does that have to do with me? Your grandfather is the one who wanted to hide things. And your Jiang family are the ones who wanted the profit. The fact that Wei Yifeng and the Wu King are guarding against you is an internal matter of your alliance. You come here to blame me and expect me to solve it for you. Completing your marriage and your family's future? How sick must your brain be to come up with such an absurd thought? Princess, you're really something. I don't need you to judge who I am. And I don't need you to define me. If you have the time, go think about your own path ahead. Princess, aren't you afraid of being isolated? No one will be friends with someone as heartless as you. Friends? I'd like to ask, where do you get the nerve to say you're friends with me? Just go live your life. Being sarcastic in front of me. You've truly picked the wrong target. You still know how to cry? If you really loved your husband, you wouldn't send him to the battlefield. Your grandfather has such great ability. Why don't you have him promote your husband? A woman who is married can only rely on her own husband. When a man does well, a woman does well. And you call yourself a young lady of a prominent family, not even understanding this principle. Mother, that's not how it works. Military generals rely on their battle achievements to stand. Without merits, hard promotions are hard to convince people. My husband originally had a good future. But unfortunately, his past battle achievements were wasted for nothing, which is why he had to return to the battlefield to fight. Jiang Shui, are you blaming me for your father-in-law? I wouldn't dare. I'm just speaking the truth. Well, the Jiang family really raised a good daughter. I have a headache. You, come to my room to serve me. Young mistress, you don't need to go to the mistress's room. Master said you've been working hard serving the young master since this morning, and asked you to go back to your own courtyard to rest. All right. What do you mean? I want to ask, what do you mean? She's the Duke of Wei's granddaughter. Why did you call her to serve? Put away those low-class tactics of yours. Jiang Shui is not an ordinary daughter-in-law. She is a member of the Jiang family. You stay honestly in your place. If you dare to stir up trouble, harming Fenger, you'll have no backing left. I'm useless now, so you look down on me? Calculate how long it's been since you stepped into my room. Are those vixens holding you back that much? No need to be hunted. No need to practice every day. No need to fight for territory. Indeed, it's a peaceful world. What are you saying? Come in. This servant deserves to die for disturbing the princess. The noble ladies of the capital are holding a ritual? To pray for the border soldiers. Yes, they are performing a ritual but didn't invite you. Isn't that clearly isolating you? Princess, aren't you angry? Would I attend even if they did invite me? Is anything a group of ants say important? Tell them. Their princess doesn't bother with such a ritual. No, I'm going to participate. But they didn't invite you. So I can't go just because I wasn't invited? But wouldn't going yourself give them too much face? I do need to give them a bit of face. After all, they are all gold sponsors. Brother, what are you doing? Are you trying to strangle me? Don't be impulsive. Why would those people isolate our sister? I'm angry too. But dealing with the noble ladies cannot be done rashly. We must discuss it. Don't give anyone leverage. Wait a minute, brother. You thought I was going to beat someone up? I'm going to get things done. How can the ritual paper requested by our sister be missing? We produced another batch to sell to them. Just right, selling the paper. They want to pray for the soldiers in the city. Can they not buy it for themselves? The families of ordinary soldiers can't afford it. Can these noble ladies have the nerve not to pay? Unless ordinary soldiers aren't considered human in their eyes. You go quickly. Don't delay the money-making. If you hadn't pulled me, I would have left already. Did you get stressed out at yours again? I'll feel better once I go back and relax. Princess, Tang Jingrong asks for an audience. Is something wrong with her brain? She said it's about the ritual. Since it concerns the border soldiers, it's not good to refuse directly. Let her in. Father is competing with the Wu King and is lacking money. If someone delivers it to my door, I can't exactly refuse, right? Greetings, Princess. Why do you seem unwilling even while bowing? What is the princess talking about? Rise. I let you do it. Princess, no matter what. I am your little aunt. Go ahead, why are you looking for me? Nowadays, all the ladies and young misses are preparing a ritual to pray for the soldiers at the border. Does the princess and the princess consort have any thoughts? No thoughts. Does the princess and the princess consort not want to pray for the soldiers at the border? Why? Are you happy because we aren't going? Why did you come here? Is it just to offer condolences? Or do you want to invite our mother and daughter? Inviting the princess and the princess consort. I can't make the call. The other ladies won't agree. You can't make the call? I've never seen anyone performing rituals for the soldiers before. Why were you all indifferent before? And suddenly you care so much now? Or was it that before, soldiers were dying for no reason? And now they can't? Princess, oh, before, the Wu King was the crown prince. The lives of those soldiers didn't matter. Now that he is no longer the crown prince, if he wants that position, he must win the hearts of the people. That's why you are performing this ritual together. The Wu King is truly calculating, and you are truly his lapdogs. Princess, don't speculate blindly. That's not it. If that's not it, then what is it? Then you tell me why you didn't do it before but are doing it now? Why is it such a coincidence? The moment the Wu King is no longer the crown prince, you become so proactive? And you say it's not to let the people see the benevolence of the Wu King? To make the soldiers think he cares about them? That's not it. You tell me, if they know that this intention leaked out. Because you came to find me. What kind of end will you have? This involves quite a bit, oh. Princess, your father has other business. Since the princess is not participating, then I will be leaving first. Tang Jingrong, don't you think it's too late? From the moment you swaggered in through the front gate, Everyone who needed to know that you came to find me already knows. You deliberately used the front gate to lure me in. Princess, what exactly do you want? I don't want anything. Although the Marquis of Weiyuan's title is gone, the heritage remains. Pity our Ruwei king. The mansion has no power or influence and lives in utter misery. Take some money to spend. I don't have money. You don't have it? The Duke of Wei does. He does. After all, the one leading this is Jiang Shui, your good daughter-in-law, the good granddaughter of Duke Wei. Princess, you must have planned this all along. Right? To swindle us out of a fortune. Not really. I only got the inspiration because you came to see me. I have to thank you for that. After all, it's rare for people to offer money voluntarily. Princess, your heart is truly cruel. What relationship do we have? Isn't it normal for me to be cruel to you? Don't say such brainless things next time. It's embarrassing. Princess, you want me to ask Duke Wei for money? I'll be dead. You won't. You're Wei Yifeng's biological mother after all. For Wei Yifeng's sake, you won't die. But even if I don't die, I won't have it easy. What does your suffering have to do with me? You just need to give me the money. If you give me the money, I can keep my mouth shut and not expose your true motives. This is quite a fair deal. Compared to the money, isn't the Prince of Wu's reputation worth more? I want to see the money by tonight. If I don't see it, time is running out. Why aren't you hurrying to get it done? I want to see the prince. My prince, please come out and see me once. Step aside. Our prince is not someone you can see just because you want to. My prince, it's me. Have you forgotten how well you treated me before? Without your protection, how miserable I've been in the Wei household. How indifferent Wei Qingjiang is to me. Actually, the person I've always admired is you, your highness. Haha, come here. You admire me? Then why did you marry Wei Qingjiang? If you truly cared, you could have easily become my concubine. That's because Wei Qingjiang is the Prince of Wu's man. I wanted to stay by his side to gather intelligence for you, your highness. When you were in trouble back then, I was worried that the Prince of Wu would harm you. That is why I faked marrying Wei Qingjiang. Isn't it because you saw that I had fallen on hard times and you didn't want to suffer, so you married him? Now you say this because you see the Prince of Wu is weak, and the Wei family is declining, so you want to find yourself a new way out. Tang Jingrong, being two-faced like this is truly heartless. My prince, it's not like that. I really do admire you. Is that so? Is this melon ripe today? Wei Qingjiang, you should really keep your own wife under control. Bitch. Fourth brother, it's not easy for you either. Why don't you deal with your family matters first? I can handle the business over there with Elder Zhang. Thank you for your understanding, Imperial brother. If it were possible, I would have drawn my sword and chopped you into mincemeat long ago. There is no need for such formalities between us brothers. My apologies to the elder for this spectacle. Every house has its troubles. It's not easy for the fourth prince either. Your Highness, Prince of Wu, if my old memory serves me right, it was you who invited me and the Prince of Wu to handle this business. It's just that there's a matter I'm not quite sure about. After all, I haven't been in touch with core official matters for many years. I'm afraid I've become rusty and might make a mistake. It would be terrible if the people suffered because of it. This old official sees no signs of rustiness in you, Prince of Ruwei. On the contrary, you seem even more skillful than before. To receive such praise from you is my honor. Luckily, I haven't disgraced the Emperor. Your Highness, you will surely succeed in your great ambition. Let's go back first. Hurry up and bring the carriage. Yes, yes. Stay on your knees. My prince, why not beat such a shameless woman? She is just greedy and vain. She must have had a reason. Even if the situation is unfavorable for me right now, it is not the time for her to be so blatant about picking sides. My lord, I did this as an expedient measure. I did it for the sake of the Wei family, for the Prince of Wu. I thought, as long as we caught the Prince of Rui doing something improper, Princess Chenin wouldn't be able to demand money anymore. So, have you all lost your minds? You were supposed to be praying. Why did you have to provoke Chenin? What is the point of ostracizing her? When did she even get involved with you? You are all women. Why are the Princess of Rui and Chenin normal people, while you idiots are doing such foolish things? I'm furious. Do not act on your own initiative again. I am deploying forces at the front, and these teammates are dragging me down from behind. Are they sent by the Prince of Rui to ruin me, Prince? How should we handle this? Give her the money, Prince. Our estate doesn't have that much money anymore. Ask Duke Wei for it. Wasn't it his granddaughter who caused the trouble? Little sister, you really are a money magnet. People are sending money even while you're just sitting at home. That's amazing. Dad also swindled the Prince of Wu for a sum. It was a coincidence. I didn't expect the Prince of Wu to be with Wei Qingjiang. The effect turned out to be even better. Heaven itself is helping us. Our family's fortune has indeed returned quite a bit. Because of the laws of heaven and earth, even the local destiny can't go too far. Everything is returning to normal. Little sister, the day of the monk's prayer ritual is in a few days. Are you going? Of course. If I don't go, how can their prayer be successful? Isn't it because only those destined can move the heavens to bring down blessings? Jiang Shui and the others have been so busy for nothing. All their effort is just benefiting us in the end. Humph, isn't that as it should be? They deserve it for targeting our family. Is mother back yet? Your mother wants to secure other related business channels. She also wants to take a share. The Sun family shops have two main lines of business. Troops move before grain and fodder. If the Prince of Wu wants to incite an internal rebellion, I will be the one to take his life first. Truly magnificent. It's just a pity that the only ones truly praying are the families of the ordinary soldiers. Little sister, what are you looking at? So focused. I'm calculating how much money we can make this time. If so many people use the prayer charms, those people will definitely pay for it to show their generosity, and then we'll make a profit. We'll definitely profit again. Don't worry, I've had everything prepared. However many they want, we have them. They are acting quite seriously, aren't they? Luckily they didn't invite me. I don't have the hobby of kneeling to heaven and earth. This ritual is truly a success. Everyone should know our power now. Why did this incense go out? That shouldn't happen. Could it be that someone is insincere? This is probably a test from the heavens. Perhaps the lady should try lighting it once more. Ah. The heavens refuse our prayers. This is telling us that the campaign is ominous. Abbot, what is going on? This poor monk has never seen this before. Mr. Zhou, there must be something wrong with your incense. If you, my lady, think there is something wrong with the incense, then please set it aside after lighting it, to see if it goes out again. It burns perfectly fine. No problem at all. It must not go out again. Ah. 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 No, this is impossible. This is impossible. There must be something wrong with the incense burner. Everyone, come one by one. Don't make a mess. Get another burner and more incense. Ah, heaven, why do you refuse us? Is it because they won't be coming back? Ladies, quickly, have your people control this. I want silence on the scene. What are you in such a panic for? Your relatives are out there fighting for their lives. And you can't even give them some peace of mind? Do you want your relatives to not find you when they return? Why is the princess here? Jiang Shui, you have time to ask that? You'd better figure out how to clean up this mess. How can this be? You must have done something. Doesn't it look like it's burning just fine? I suppose it's a matter of sincerity. Why don't you let the commoners come up and try? It's lit. It didn't go out. It's lit. It seems there's no problem at all. Heaven will protect your relatives at the border. So, why does the incense not burn for you? I'm not doing it. I'm not going to die. The fact that the incense isn't burning doesn't mean something bad will happen. Don't overthink it, okay? Is it because you have some ulterior motives? Not praying wholeheartedly for your family? Prayer also requires sincerity. Are you truly praying for the soldiers? Or for something else? Are you sure about your own intentions? Princess, you're joking. We came here to pray for the soldiers, obviously. How could we have any other intentions? Besides, no one spends such a large amount of silver to do something useless. But I did pay. You took 100,000 taels of silver from us. If you dare to speak nonsense again, you are not being trustworthy. Do you still care about the Prince of Rui's reputation? I'm just reminding you. I haven't said anything yet. Lady Wei, why are you so nervous? Princess, that's not quite right. Everyone came here to pray sincerely. Then why does the incense you light go out? Let me try again. Hey, it went out. It went out. What is going on? What were you thinking just now? Be sincere. Honorable donors, time is up. There is no need to worry. If you truly want to pray for the soldiers, you may take a prayer charm home. Wear it close to you after you go back. And think of your loved ones. Praying for their safety is just as effective. Abbot, I want to take a prayer charm. I wonder if there are enough charms in the temple. If you need them, my lady, we should have enough. We can't ask for one ourselves, but the commoners can take one. Haha. Haha, Chenin, you are nothing more than this. You wanted to ruin this prayer ceremony. But didn't I manage to control the situation? In the end, you slunk away yourself. I won this time. What does spending a little silver matter? Our goal was achieved, ha 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 ha. Little sister, we are rich. How many thousands did we sell? Everything sold out. We didn't even sell them for much, ha ha ha. 1 tael of silver for 1 charm. That's very cheap. And this prayer charm really works. As long as their family prays sincerely, it truly can block disasters for those going into battle. Wait, does this prayer charm you made have any impact on you? None at all. It just connects the laws of heaven and earth, achieving a real prayer effect. It's very simple. That's good. How does it connect to the laws of heaven and earth? This is a field I don't understand, so I shouldn't get involved. Little sister, that prayer charm, the vermilion ink plus the yellow paper doesn't cost much. As one grows, the other wanes. The money the Prince of Wu and the others spent went into our pockets. That will be capital for our father in the future. Actually, that's not the most important thing. Do you know about the military power? The soldiers at the border this time are 4. That is what father and you are handling. I also did one thing just now. Winning hearts for father. Little sister, what did you do to win hearts? Wasn't that what Jiang Shui and the others were doing? Jiang Shui and the others were the ones in the spotlight this time. Didn't we just sell some prayer charms to make money? Second brother. Guess why some people succeeded in burning the incense, while others couldn't? Yeah, why? Did you tamper with the incense? That's not right. The later incense and burners weren't provided by them? You couldn't have prepared in advance. You couldn't have cleaned out every single bit of incense and burner in the vicinity. The incense thing was just a small trick. My power is not as great as it used to be. But if I couldn't even control whether the incense stays lit or not, I might as well give up. Some people have already started to waver. Let father and big brother pay attention to that. And they should act accordingly. Little sister, I really don't understand what you're saying. Some people, the clever ones already know, and are reflecting on following the wrong master. As long as they don't think about the Prince of Wu in their minds, don't want to bring fame to the Prince of Wu, but instead think of our father, then their incense will naturally not go out. No, little sister, how do you know what they are thinking? If you look at the energy, their thoughts change. And the fortune will change accordingly. Second brother, you've known for a long time that I can read fortune energy. I'm not surprised that you can read fortune energy. I'm surprised that you actually used this prayer ritual, which Jiang Shuyi took the lead in, to pry away people from the Prince of Wu's side. Second brother, if we can achieve multiple goals, why would we only do one thing? Prying away people from the Prince of Wu's side doesn't conflict with us making money, right? It's a convenient matter. I'm a lazy person. If I can save trouble, I will. I want to cry. I used to think I was quite good. But ever since little sister came back, I suddenly feel like I'm useless. Second brother, you can handle the follow-up matters yourself. I'm going back. Where's your? Go and listen. The prayer meeting today was quite lively, let me tell you. You really made Jiang Shuyi and the others spend their money. And they also lost people. The follow-up must be controlled well. Those people always have friends. Their incense didn't go out. Won't those whose incense went out go to them and ask? Once the key information is revealed, even if it spreads secretly, it will reach the Prince of Wu's ears sooner or later. I need to manage this well. Destined for greatness indeed. Humph, eldest son. Your family has been quite wealthy lately. Enough to eat and drink, barely getting by. Do you need me to settle the accounts for you? Father, if I don't get money this way, are you going to force me to embezzle from your private treasury? My son is not like the fourth prince, constantly giving father problems. Eldest son, you've really grown up. Stepping on the fourth prince to show your filial piety, and shifting the topic at the same time, you've truly improved. It's all thanks to father's teaching. The thickness of this face, even I sometimes can't adapt to it. Are you planning to make a move? What's with the incense going out? Just a few little tricks. You are indeed destined for greatness. Otherwise you wouldn't have such a good daughter. This is the luck of the imperial court, the luck of the people. The heavens are just using my son's hands to protect peace in one region, that's all. If you could tone down that smug look on your face, I might actually believe you a little more. Ha 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 ha. My son just has great luck. Father, you can't envy that. This kid, he really doesn't learn if you don't beat him for 3 days. Ha ha ha, father. It hurts, why are you being so smug? Chenin is also my granddaughter. Even I'm not that smug, what are you smug about? Can that be the same? That's my daughter. You are mine, let alone your daughter. Father, you are being completely unreasonable. Why are you snatching my daughter? If you can, go have your own, why snatch mine? Humph. Wait until you sit in this position, then you'll know. Sitting here, one never needs to be reasonable. Your father is shameless. It really does run in the family. Hey, why is this scene so familiar? It seems I was often beaten like this too. It's our family's tradition. So in the future, should I beat the second son less? No, the second son deserves a beating. Actually, the emperor shouldn't be beating me. Father, I'm already this old. Humph. You're 80 years old and you're still my son, father. I just saw here that as long as Chenin is here, this empire can remain stable for at least a century. What does the fourth prince have to fight against the first son? The fourth prince doesn't even know yet that he's suffered a secret loss. If the first son didn't want to use such extreme measures, the fourth prince would have been finished long ago. Sister, why does the incense you light not go out? Why does mine not work? You know that if my husband has an accident, with my family, young and old, what will happen to me? You're right. So it really is like this, it really is like this. If I think about the Prince of Wu, it doesn't work. But thinking about the Prince of Rue, that incense won't go out. The Prince of Rue is truly the destined one, Prince of Rue. My lady, please do not go forward. Princess Chenin is enjoying the flowers ahead. Please take a detour. Lady Wei, let it go. Let's go somewhere else. Yes, there are so many places, why do we have to go there? I spent a lot of money on this prayer ritual. And my reputation is currently very high. It's rare that I stomped on her once. Why shouldn't I go and flaunt it? Since Princess Chenin is there. That's just perfect, I'll go and pay my respects. Please trouble yourself to pass on the word. Please wait a moment, my lady. The princess is here. Since we've already arrived. If we don't go pay our respects, we'll be called ill-mannered. What's ill-mannered about that? The princess has even arranged people to block the way. Isn't that just so no one disturbs her? With such a large place, why do you have to go? Near the living hell? Is Jiang Shui doing this on purpose? Is this the kind of brains the granddaughter raised by Duke Wei has? Can the Prince of Wu really accomplish anything? After I go back, I'll have to talk to my family. If worst comes to worst, we'd better cut our losses immediately. Ladies and misses, please. We greet the princess. Stand up. Princess, you are indeed too arrogant. To disregard secular etiquette and norms, and bring people of ill repute into the public eye. Once I go back, I will let everyone in the capital know that her reputation is ruined. The princess is still young. Don't go to places you shouldn't go. The princess will soon be of age. You will need to find a husband. If it becomes known that the princess is like this, I'm afraid it will be detrimental to your marriage prospects. Marriage prospects? Do I need marriage prospects? Any man I want. There's no family that wouldn't have me. Who dares to act as my in-laws? Whoever I take a fancy to, that family has burned incense to the gods. Who dares to put on airs in front of me? Princess, being like this is not according to the rules. You cannot rely on your status as a princess. The status of the princess. The identity I rely on has never been just this status. I know the emperor dotes on you very much. But that is not your capital for arrogance. My capital has always been myself. Jiang Shui. What you have relied on since you were a child is your grandfather's status. And the reputation of your future husband, right? Princess, I am also a model of virtue and wisdom. When my name is mentioned in the capital, who doesn't praise my virtue and wisdom? That's just because you are obedient in your father's house, and easy to manipulate when you marry into your husband's family. Your so-called good reputation is just to provide value to others. Besides being useful to others, what value do you have yourself? Princess, what do you mean by that? A woman should naturally be like this. Princess, are you looking down on women in the world? I don't look down on anyone. Women are clever and sensible at home. Marrying and teaching children, that is one's choice. Doing so is not wrong. The mistake is that you are trying to impose this set of rules on me. Who gave you the confidence to think that I have to follow such a path? And that not following such a path is wrong, or a heinous crime? How you live is none of my business. But how I live is not for you to point fingers at. Yes. How the princess lives has nothing to do with Jiang Shui. I am not qualified to judge the princess. Princess, you talk about my father's house and husband's house, but what about the princess? Doesn't the princess rely on the emperor's doting? And the power of the Prince of Rue? Haha, my power is visible to all. With power like mine, I have the means to live the life I want. I do whatever I please. Jiang Shui, do you think marriage is the most respectable glory for a woman? That is just what you believe. Don't project your views onto me. And believe it or not, As long as I let it be known that I want to marry, my doorstep would be worn down by suitors. Jiang Shui, just because your in-laws treat you poorly, don't try to force a non-existent marriage on me. You must realize that I am a princess, and we are not the same. This wife only offers a word of advice. Since the princess has her own ideas, then this wife has overstepped. It's good that you know you overstepped. I will have someone ask your parents-in-law at the Wei family how they have been teaching you all this time. As a daughter-in-law, you don't even know basic etiquette. Is this how the Wei family disciplines their daughters-in-law? Princess, why bring this matter to my parents-in-law? Tang Jingru already loves to act like a stern mother-in-law. She blamed me when she got hit recently. If she finds out about what just happened, she'll have another reason to pick on me. The Duke of Wei would never, for a small matter like this, offend my family. Jiang Shui, aren't you a virtuous daughter-in-law? Since that's the case, you doing something so ghostly, you surely must let your in-laws know, right? You now represent the reputation of your husband's family. Since you are so virtuous and proper, how could you commit such an outrageous act? Princess, do you know about the recent events at the border? The border war is going quite smoothly. Several times, we have turned danger into safety, as if aided by the gods. Has the princess thought that this is because our prayer ritual worked? And what's more, so many people used the prayer charms together, moving the heavens, which is why the soldiers are being protected. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Why is the princess laughing? Is what I said ridiculous? Or does the princess think the soldiers' success is a joke? Jiang Shui, you don't need to be so quick to pin charges on me. I laughed, simply because I can't understand why you are so proud. That ritual was led by you. But what does that prayer have to do with you? Did you forget that your incense went out as soon as it was lit? It went out as soon as you lit it. Even heaven couldn't feel your sincerity. Did you really pray for the soldiers? Princess, that is where you are wrong. It wasn't just me whose incense went out. I don't know why it went out. But my sincerity is known to heaven and earth. It's true that other people's incense went out at first. But later, some noble ladies succeeded. Not to mention the commoners who came to offer incense. None of them had any problems. I can only say that some people are sincere, while others have too many things on their minds. Princess, what do you mean by this? What others have in mind? How would the princess know? It seems, Madame Wei doesn't care enough for her allies. Use them when you need them, and toss them aside when done. That's not very nice of you, Madame Wei. Princess, do not make wild speculations. This wife is not that cold-hearted. Why don't you just go and find out for yourself? I find it truly strange. Some can offer incense, some cannot. Aren't you curious why? Or is it that since returning from the temple prayer, Madame Wei has not offered incense again? So, you don't even know if your incense would stay lit or go out. Wei Yifang has gone to the front lines too. Jiang Shui, as his new bride. Have you not prayed for him at home? Don't your two families pride themselves on being childhood sweethearts, with a bond stronger than steel? If this affection is all for show, then the Wei and Jiang families are truly terrifying. To be this hypocritical, then they follow the Prince of Wu. Everything the Prince of Wu shows, how much of it can be trusted? Jiang Shui is such a good person, always rushing to hand me opportunities. If I don't use them well, I would really be wasting her painstaking efforts. I naturally offered incense. That's perfect, I have prayer charms here too. Light some now and let me see if it stays lit. Princess, you are joking. This wife is praying for her husband's army. How can one just light incense anywhere outside? We heard the princess was here and came to pay our respects. So, we won't disturb the princess's leisure anymore. This wife will take her leave. Princess Chenin has a terrible temper. There is no... The princess is used to doing as she pleases. Such behavior that ruins a woman's reputation. No one can stop her. Since the prayer ritual, you haven't offered incense for Wei Yifang again. The alliance between the Jiang and Wei families is deep. I can't keep following them to my doom. I must go back and tell my father and husband. The Prince of Wu's ship needs to be reconsidered. This is simply absurd. I've inquired. They say if you don't think of the Prince of Rui in your heart, the incense won't go out. What does that mean? If you don't think of the Prince of Wu, but think of the Prince of Rui? I've never heard that incense depends on what you have in your heart to stay lit. Ridiculous. Young madam, the master and mistress ask for your presence. Outside, everyone calls me Madam Wei. But in this house, they still call my husband young master. Even though he lost his title, the whole Wei family depends on my husband. I am the head mistress. Yet that crazy woman still runs the house. So suffocating. Understood. Father, mother. Jiang Shui, look at what you've done. What did this daughter-in-law do to make mother so angry? Do you think I'm deaf or stupid? To pray, you must think of the Prince of Rui. If you think of the Prince of Wu, the incense won't even light. Are you stirring up support for the Prince of Wu with this? Or are you trying to drag him down? Do you think you can hide this from the Prince of Wu? Father, what do you think? I am right here. Why are you asking your father-in-law directly? So young and so restless. Truly a loose woman. Always talking to men. Mother, watch your language. Did you do something shameful and now you won't let people talk? Just because my husband isn't home, you start flirting around. Mother, the women of the Jiang family are not that shameless. Mother, do not project your own nature onto others. Jiang Shui, are you calling me that? Is this how a daughter-in-law speaks to her mother-in-law? Where is your manners? It was mother who spoke excessively. I am a daughter of the Jiang family, and I wouldn't do the things you accuse me of. Enough, shut up. Is this the time to argue? The Prince of Wu will hear the rumor soon. You led the prayer ritual. How will you respond? Think of a plan yourself. He wants to stay out of everything. And let me clean up the mess. This family has no sense of responsibility. If not for the influence of the Prince of Wu, why would I have married into this pit of fire? With my ability, don't I have the capital to live the life I want? I am different from him. He's just a waste who only knows how to enjoy life, while I have to share the burdens of the Jiang family and work for the clan. Only then are we a united family. Father, I'll go to the family to discuss this with grandfather. Time is of the essence. Go quickly. Why are you hitting me? Grandfather, what is wrong with you? Nothing, just my old illness acting up again. It's too painful. Living in constant fear every day, I can't even go to the morning court. I must hold on. As long as Bai Hua achieves great success at the border this time, everything for the Jiang family will be secure. I have arranged everything in the army. There will be no accidents. Why have you returned suddenly? Is something wrong at the Wei house? The prayer ritual had a few issues. It's Ji Jiyu again. This Princess Chenin is truly not simple. Now saying how she did it makes no sense. Ji Jiyu has made a move. We must counter it. Grandfather, how do we fix this? Fix it? We don't need to fix it. We need to counterattack. On the battlefield, swords have no eyes. There will always be casualties. Doesn't thinking of the Prince of Rui guarantee safety? Then, if those soldiers suffer casualties, right? In that case, the current rumors will all fall apart. Not only that, we can also report the Prince of Rui for deceiving the public and bewitching the hearts of the people. Grandfather, the Wei family is truly bullying me. All women are like this after they marry. And you are a daughter-in-law. You naturally have to think more carefully. If you don't let Tang Jingru find fault with you, how can she punish you? We have taught you many things at home. How can you still have so many shortcomings in your work? If it were Ji Jiyu would never endure this kind of grievance. Even if she turned the world upside down, the Prince of Rui would support her. Why must I, the daughter of the Duke of Wei, suffer this kind of humiliation? Ji Jiyu, you just wait. The day the army returns to the capital, will be the day you fall from your pedestal. Grandfather, I will be careful. On that day, you must dress up beautifully. Look how beautiful this flower is. Which of these two do you want to wear? Or wear both? Mother, simple is fine. I look good even without dressing up. After all, I am the most beautiful in the world. If I wore all of these, I would be a walking jewelry stand. You girl, alright. I know you're impatient. I'll pick them myself. Go play. Alright, changing clothes and trying on jewelry is such a pain. Turns out, being a lazy slacker suits me best. A feast. Even the guest list has been leaked. Only the Wei family is excluded. How long will Qi Jiyu's feast last? What's the point of such elaborate preparation? News has already come from the border. The army has won and is on its way back. Calculating the time, they will arrive before her feast. When the time comes, there will be countless casualties. Qi Jiyu, all your mysterious tricks will fall apart. The Prince of Ruwei will be impeached. The Ruwei Prince's estate will be in chaos. What feast? Qi Jiyu, just don't cry when the time comes. Thinner, firmer. Why are you hurt? Where are you wounded? It's nothing, father. A small wound, it's already healed mostly. Swords have no eyes on the battlefield. You must be careful. You know the Jiang family will need you to support it in the future. You absolutely cannot have anything happen to you. He is on the battlefield. Why would he let you get hurt? Father, he is my younger brother after all. I always what? Ungrateful thing. It's his honor to take a blade for you. All these years, if it weren't for the Wei family support, holding him up, what could he have achieved in the army? It's the Jiang family giving him a bowl of rice to eat. A white-eyed wolf that can't be tamed, worse than a dog. A dog at least knows how to guard the house. The Jiang family only needs one capable heir. The other son can only assist this brother. Being my stepping stone is that son's honor. Don't mention it. You're just too emotional. That kind of evil seed is not worth it. Alright, pack up. Let's enter the palace. This one and this one. Give me more, I'll take them with me. Yes. Brother, look, our sister is so cute. Yuer likes everything to eat. Not a picky eater. Not. She's delicate and can't endure hardship. Losing dignity for the sake of gluttony. A normal person wouldn't do that. Her desire is really unmannerly. Simply losing the royal family's dignity. The emperor arrives. This time, our soldiers suffered the fewest casualties, showing that the generals used troops with divine-like skill. Jiang Baihua, I heard you were extremely brave on the battlefield, and that many tactics were proposed by you. Your Majesty, this praise is not needed. It was my duty as a general. I have heard. It was my daughter who prayed for the soldiers. It was the sincerity, along with your Majesty's protection, that minimized the casualties. I did hear about the prayer ritual, and that the noble ladies took prayer charms back with them, praying day and night for the soldiers' safety. This was well done. Lady Jiang. Is that so, your Majesty? This is my duty. My father, brother, and husband all went to the battlefield, along with those thousands of soldiers. As soon as I thought of the dangers they were facing, I couldn't sleep at night. So I performed the ritual. I hoped our sincerity could move the heavens. I won. In front of the emperor, this merit is mine. Qi Jiyu, all your mysterious tricks are worthless in the face of absolute achievement. It seems your prayers really worked. Your Majesty, the prayers really worked. I saw it with my own eyes. Lethal blows that should have been fatal. Yet somehow, a coincidence happened. letting the soldiers avoid them. These kinds of things happened on the battlefield more than once or twice. Several times, they narrowly brushed past death. Are these prayer charms that effective? Qianan really produces good things. The abbot said. The more sincere you are while praying, the stronger the effect. I'm not so sure about that. If these prayer charms were that effective, why were there still people injured? Why does this Jijiu have so much nonsense to say? I specifically mentioned the prayer charms, just to let the emperor remember my daughter's contribution. Why is Jijiu making trouble now? In this expedition, not a single soldier died in battle. This is already a miracle. Although there were injuries, it is a stroke of luck within a misfortune. If it were like in the past, those injured soldiers would have lost their lives long ago. Oh, are these prayer charms really that useful? Naturally. But you must have been brave enough. You and your son-in-law were both injured. So it seems the sincerity wasn't there? The princess hasn't been on the battlefield. Naturally, she doesn't know the dangers of it. Others may not be so. But I was always charging at the very front, bearing the most danger. Jiang Baihua. You wear a mask when you're on the battlefield, right? Princess, that is not a mask. It is a piece of protective gear. That means, when you are charging into battle, no one can see your face. Then how can you prove that you were the one charging at the front, killing the enemy? Princess, what do you mean by this? My meaning is, you've stolen other people's credit for years, and you're still pretending? Do you have any shame? Your Majesty, I am wronged. I have killed enemies on the battlefield, facing death numerous times, only to be humiliated by the princess upon my return. Your Majesty, my family has always been loyal and fought on the battlefield, preferring to die in battle rather than retreat a step. Now that the princess says this old subject cannot accept it. If Baihua hadn't been fighting bravely, how would he have been injured? I must speak for myself and proclaim my innocence. Since Qianan has spoken, the stage is hers. I'll just watch and eat my melon seeds. Second brother, read them out. Zhang San, Li Si, Wang Mozi. Why would I know the casualty situation so clearly? This, whose hands is the military power really in? Duke of Wei, did you hear that? Jiang Baihua's injury was entirely because he made a mistake in the military camp, making the enemy think they had an opportunity. And he only got injured when they broke into the camp. So what? Don't you find it strange? This was a bait tactic deployed in advance, with other soldiers coordinating. Under such circumstances, he still got injured? The situation on the battlefield changes in an instant. Isn't injury normal? Injuries are not normal. On the battlefield, he has faced situations much more dangerous than this, and he never got injured. But why, in such a fully prepared situation, was he injured? On one side, skilled in martial arts, brave and strategic. On the other, fully prepared yet still injured. The only difference is, one wears a mask, one does not. Could it be there is really something fishy here? Princess, without evidence. Do not make baseless accusations. Someone, bring 2 sets of brush and ink. Jiang Baihua, didn't you say I wronged you? Now I'll give you a chance to expose my conspiracy. Write down all the battles where you earned merit. How you deployed, how you did it. What you encountered. Write down every detail. This should be easy for you, right? After all, you personally participated. It's just recollecting it once. You won't tell me you can't write it, right? Princess, you are joking. What I personally experienced. How could I not be able to write it down? Every detail on the battlefield, yes. Not just the initial tactical deployment. The battlefield situation changes constantly. How could I remember it so clearly? Idiot. Jiang Baihua, have you really been on the battlefield? Anyone who has wouldn't say things like this. Life and death moments are extremely dangerous. All the details are deeply etched into the mind, never to be forgotten until death. Why are you so special that you can't remember? Princess, maybe you don't understand the crisis on the battlefield, between life and death. Many times, you don't even know what you've done. So, you're not going to write it? Princess, you must force me. Just to target the Jiang family? Grandfather, Jiang Baihua. I'm writing it. Yes, write about the dangerous battle where you won with fewer men. After all, that was your most famous victory. You might not remember others, but one so significant to you. You surely remember it? Naturally, I do. Chenin, who else will write? Jiang Zhongming, you go write. Jiang Zhongming? Isn't that the son the Duke of Wei just disowned? My God, think about what the princess just said. Could it be that all of Jiang Baihua's merits all belong to Jiang Zhongming? On the battlefield, everyone's merit is earned through real combat. Jiang Baihua actually reaped without sowing. How shameless. Humph. What does the Prince of Ruwei mean? Why is he so calm? Did Jiang Lanqing disown his son? And Jiang Zhongming stepped out to claim Jiang Baihua stole his credit. Because all of this was deployed by the Prince of Ruwei in advance, for the military power held by the Duke of Wei? Prince of Ruwei. How long has he been planning this? From beginning to end. The Prince of Ruwei never saw me as a rival. To him, I was just a clown. Can't keep up the act anymore. This is definitely a case of stealing military credit. It seems even the Duke of Wei didn't know what Jiang Baihua did. The audacity is real. No wonder Jiang Zhongming had to break ties. Who could endure such exploitation? Jiang Zhongming has the Prince of Ruwei as a backer. Naturally, he's not afraid of the Duke of Wei and the Prince of Wu. Is the Prince of Ruwei trying to pull the rug from under them and seize the Duke of Wei's military power? Or rather, from the very beginning, everything belonging to the Prince of Wu is nothing but a bagatelle to the Prince of Ruwei. I recalled the miracle the madam spoke of when she returned home, thinking about how the Prince of Wu's lantern wouldn't light, and the Prince of Ruwei's wouldn't extinguish. This must be the will of the heavens. If the Prince of Ruwei isn't the one destined by fate, then who is? It's all over, completely over. It's late and you're not eating? Are you going to starve waiting for them? I wouldn't do such a self-torturing thing. That soup must be delicious. But is now really the time to be drinking it? It's not just about whether you have the blood. With Jiang Baihua causing such a scene, who would dare to eat right now? It's just too agonizing. This girl is quite carefree. She's turned the situation completely upside down, leaving all the civil and military officials on edge. Yet she acts as if nothing happened. Well, everything is within her control. What could possibly happen? Your Majesty. This general has finished writing. Your Majesty, this general has also finished. The fool, the son I had high hopes for, is actually such a complete idiot. Your first report, Jiang Baihua, though it listed tactics, was extremely hollow and crude. The second one, by Jiang Zhongming, is incredibly detailed. Every narrow escape, every tactical pivot, is written so vividly it's as if one were there. Such a capable son, and you severed ties with him, all to keep a thief who steals credit? Did you, Duke of Wei, really not notice a single thing at home? Or were you simply so biased that you were blind? Ministers, what are your thoughts? Duke of Wei, what do you have to say for yourself? Your Majesty, the subject is guilty. Absurd. What kind of preposterous things have you done? If you aren't capable yourself, you couldn't even find a decent puppet. A son helping his own father is only natural. Isn't contributing to the family what he should do? What difference does it make whose name the fame falls under? You foolish thing, you don't even know how to adapt to circumstances. At least it's all merit for the Jiang family. Royal grandfather, they've already severed ties. If the princess doesn't dig into the Duke of Wei's heart, he won't be satisfied, right? That's ruthless. Ha ha ha, you child. Even though they have severed ties now, they were a family after all. All those past achievements should at least be compensated to Jiang Zhongming. Royal grandfather, if rewards and punishments are not clear, it will break the hearts of the soldiers. If military merits can be usurped, will there ever be a future for ordinary soldiers? If the path to advancement is blocked, what motivation do the ordinary soldiers below have to go onto the battlefield? Even if they fight to the death and earn merit, only to have it all be for someone else's gain, then who will still put in the effort on the battlefield? In the end, the army will be filled with good-for-nothings. And when the country and the people are in danger, who will be left to guard them? Duke of Wei, I did intend to show you some favor. But unfortunately, this concerns the country and the common people. I cannot protect you further. Deliberate. The emperor said this entirely on purpose, just to lead into what Chenin said next. Everything today was fundamentally a trap set long ago by the emperor and the Prince of Ruwei. Jiang Baihua, you've been in the army for years. Have you always stolen others' credit like this? Let Jiang Zhongming speak. He is the victim. Your Majesty, this matter, hold your tongue. Report to the emperor exactly what you have done. From the time I entered the army, I have always been acting in place of Jiang Baihua. The tactics were those I gave him in advance. The killing on the battlefield was done by me. All his military merits are mine. Why didn't you speak up all these years? If you had spoken up sooner. Duke of Wei, this is just too fake. They are both your sons. They were studying martial arts and literature for the country. How come? You didn't know what their real situation was? Do you not care about your own sons? Or are you just that easily fooled? Who learns what? Don't you have a clue? Sigh. It's this late, covering your face is useless anyway. You've already lost face, why bother covering it? Royal grandfather. The Duke of Wei's current health situation doesn't permit it. And Jiang Baihua is essentially a waste of space. The army needs someone in charge that is respected. I think Jiang Zhongming is quite suitable. Of course, that is just my suggestion. Today is a banquet to celebrate. The one person is a fake. The other soldiers have earned genuine merit. Let's not let this small matter ruin the mood. Ha 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 ha. Chenin is absolutely right. Don't let this spoil everyone's mood. Continue. Prince of Ruwei, this old subject wishes to say a few words to his son. Duke of Wei, do you still have a son here? You treated the severing of ties, witnessed by my daughter, as child's play? Or do you think the royal princess is insignificant? This old subject spoke rashly. I only wanted to have a word with General Jiang Zhongming. May I ask the Prince of Ruwei to grant this convenience? No. Jiang Zhongming is under my protection now. And I won't allow anyone to bully him. Princess, even if Jiang Zhongming has defected to you, you cannot control him like this. Dictating even who he can talk to, can you? Jiang Zhongming is a human being, not some guard dog. I ask the princess to grant him the dignity of a person. Not bad, you're improving. You actually have progress. It's clearly your Jiang family that didn't treat him like a person. And now you blame it on me? Not bad, not bad. Princess, we never thought of it that way. Give me a break. Duke of Wei, if you had ever treated Jiang Zhongming as a person, you wouldn't have ignored him so much. He fought for his life on the battlefield, only for his merits to be snatched away by Jiang Baihua. Who could endure such grievances? Why did you never speak up? Speak. Why aren't you saying anything? If you had spoken up sooner, how could I not have cultivated you? Duke of Wei, look at yourself now. The one who did wrong is clearly Jiang Baihua. And the one who ignored Jiang Zhongming is you, yet you keep blaming Jiang Zhongming, laying all the problems on him. Do you even have the nerve to ask him to speak now? Think about it carefully. Has he ever asked you for help from childhood to adulthood? Have you helped him even once? Especially after his mother passed away. Do you even remember you had such a son? Princess, you should know. This old subject was very busy. Busy enough to look after all the other children. Just not Jiang Zhongming. You were quite selective with your busyness. Haha, did you really follow the Prince of Ruwei? If not for the Prince of Ruwei, I would have been dead long ago. What, dead? You are my son, at the very least. Who would dare kill you, Jiang Baihua? And your mother, stop spouting nonsense. Who would kill you? Since childhood, I learned to hide my light. From the moment I learned to read. If I learned faster than Jiang Baihua, you know that there was already murder in your wife's eyes. In the Duke of Wei's matter, I have always pretended to be stupider than Jiang Baihua. Otherwise, I would have died long ago. A mere son. A bout of illness, an accident, and not being alive anymore, isn't that normal? Since you were hiding, why did you stop hiding in the army? Ha 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 ha. Duke of Wei, you are truly hypocritical. If you truly cared about Jiang Zhongming, if you truly considered him your son, upon hearing his words, shouldn't you have asked, what happened back then? You don't care at all about how he grew up, how he struggled to survive in the Duke of Wei's house. What you care about is why he showed his skills in the army, why he let Jiang Baihua steal the credit. You truly value profit above all else. Selfish, hypocritical, and cold-blooded. A tiger won't eat its own cubs, you are worse than a beast. Princess Chang'an, watch your tongue. You have no manners. No respect for rank and status. You forced me into the army. That was what would have killed me. On the battlefield, how could I hold back? If I held back, I would likely have fallen to the enemy. If I didn't hold back, Jiang Baihua would see my ability, and he would still find opportunities to eliminate me. Fortunately, at that time, I met the Prince of Ruwei. The Prince of Ruwei taught me how to let Jiang Baihua discover my abilities, while simultaneously guiding him to covet my military achievements. Only in this way was I able to save my life. You were pretending at that time? You pretended to be weak. You pretended to want your father's approval. You pretended to care about family affection. You deceived me. You are truly shameless. Jiang Baihua, you are truly stupid. A mother who tormented me. A father who ignored me. Servants who looked down on me. I endured this kind of life for over a decade. Why would I want such heartless and cold-blooded family members? The Prince of Ruwei was right. As long as I had concrete military achievements, even if the credit wasn't mine at the time, sooner or later, it would return to me. I trust the Prince of Ruwei. Jiang Zhongming, you are so good at acting. A truly scheming and shameless villain. Who are you calling a shameless villain? As you wish, it was my father who spoke. Who are you scolding? Jiang Baihua, you have some nerve. Daring to publicly insult a prince of the court. Guards. Jiang Baihua stole military credit and insulted a prince. Take him down and lock him in the dungeon. Princess. Princess. Why are you arresting me? Jiang Baihua, is there really something wrong with your brain? You usurped Jiang Zhongming's military credit. Did you think you could just walk away like nothing happened? If it weren't for the royal grandfather remembering your father's past merits. Go. He gave your Jiang family the very last shred of dignity. Back then, your father should have directly begged my royal grandfather to have you taken down. Duke of Wei, you have failed my royal grandfather and his sincere heart towards you. Princess, you misunderstood this old subject. I only wanted to take him back and have him explain in detail how many things he has done to deceive his superiors and hide from his subordinates all these years. Tomorrow, I will definitely tie him up and send him to the emperor. Really? Then why not take him away now? You wretch, be quiet. I apologize for my lack of consideration. After all, the Duke of Wei has many merits. I can understand. Duke of Wei, do you have anything else? If there's nothing, can we go now? Your subject will see off the prince, princess consort, and the princess. We're going home. I'm so tired. I get sleepy after I'm full. I'm going to sleep when I get back. You child, sleeping right after a big meal isn't good for your body. Go back and have them boil you some digestive soup. Drink it before sleeping. Alright. I want it sweet. But, weren't you stuffed? What does being stuffed have to do with me drinking soup? You talk too much. Hey, what do you mean? Ha ha ha. Huh. Grandfather, the princess was truly excessive. She knew you were hardworking, with great merits, yet she treated you like this. Truly, shut up. Hardworking with great merits? Don't you know another saying called merit so high it eclipses the master? If I had just left your father there earlier, would the other ministers not think I was arrogant? Relying on past merits to act proudly? The best opportunity was missed. Chenin, that girl. How could I not favor her? Such a small matter needed to be discussed in advance? Chenin knows how to judge the situation best. Doesn't Princess Chenin know how to judge the situation? She did everything exactly in line with the emperor's wishes. The emperor magnanimously gave the Duke of Wei away to save face. Yet the Duke of Wei didn't know how to follow the step and get off the donkey. The emperor and the princess were really in perfect sync. Calling it colluding with each other is not an exaggeration. The Prince of Rui's ability, and his methods, are truly in a class of their own. If the Prince of Rui inherits the throne in the future, why worry that the country won't be stable? I have been planning for so long. Even sending Wei Yifeng to the frontier. Just so he could earn merit in this war. To take over a portion of the Duke of Wei's military power. I am not greedy. I know the Duke of Wei's plans. The Duke of Wei wanted to hand over the military power in his hands to Jiang Baihua. I sent Wei Yifeng there just to take a share. I knew that with Wei Yifeng's seniority, he couldn't take everything. I have already compromised to this extent. Yet the Prince of Rui is still so excessive. Even if others eat meat, they still leave a sip of soup. But the Prince of Rui, he has directly carried off the whole pot. Fine. A Prince of Rui is trying to force me to my death, isn't he? Then let's see who dies first. Grandfather. Such a huge thing, you didn't see any of it? This is clearly the Prince of Rui's conspiracy, just so I wouldn't get the military power, and wouldn't let the Wei family rise again. Whether you see it or not now, it doesn't matter anymore. The Jiang family has already paid the price it deserved. Grandfather, don't you have a way? Think about those soldiers, there are quite a few. They are your old subordinates. Humph, what old subordinates? Those are the court's soldiers. How did they become? My Wei Yifeng? You can say things like that behind closed doors. But if you were overheard outside, they would think you have treasonous intentions. If you are unlucky yourself, that's one thing. But if you implicate others, you won't be able to bear the consequences. Originally, I thought if grandfather had other ways, I would lend a hand, so at least the Jiang family wouldn't end up on a dead end. Now it seems I was just being sentimental. Farewell. Husband, let's sit down and talk about it properly. We are all family. Why the need to be so rigid? Family? When has your Jiang family ever treated me like family? This battle, Li Mingjia, why was it arranged for people to go to the frontier? And when the time came to snatch credit again and again on the battlefield, did you treat me like family then? That military achievement wasn't snatched by my father. It was Jiang Zhongming. When Jiang Zhongming went to battle, wasn't that arranged by your father? It's just that your father is a fool, thinking he controlled Jiang Zhongming, only to be used by him instead. How did I end up with such a fool? Le Zhang. Now there's also an exiled father-in-law. It's you. Grandfather, is there really no way? There were so many soldiers who fought on the battlefield with you. How can there not be a few loyal ones? You want those people to help Wei Yifeng? My remaining connections. Wouldn't it be better to look after your uncle in the army? I don't only have your father as a son. Grandfather, are you really going to give up on my father? My father is your son too. He wasted so many of the family's resources, cutting off so many paths for his own brother. If he didn't have the ability, it should have been shown sooner. I wouldn't have thrown various resources at him. He is the sinner of the Jiang family. Grandfather, my father, he. Enough, don't think so much. Go back. Grandfather, you can't really ignore my father. He's only being exiled, not dead. Has the Jiang family not been implicated enough by him? Jiang Shui. Are you worried about your father or yourself? You weren't this distressed when your mother was divorced. That's different. My mother was just divorced and had her maternal family to return to, with no threat to her life. Humph, a woman divorced and returned to her maternal home, implicating the entire family. And there's no threat to her life? Jiang Shui, I didn't realize your heart was so ruthless before. Yes, I am worried about myself. I am a woman too. What am I supposed to do in the Wei family without a maternal family to rely on? Especially since Wei Yifeng didn't get any rewards for his military achievements. This is all the Jiang family's fault. How would the Wei family not hold this against me? Grandfather, have you thought about what I should do? Haha. The Jiang family is already in this state, and you're only thinking of yourself? You really are your father's good daughter. When you want family benefits, you think it's only right. But when the family is declining, you're still trying to carve out your own interests. Jiang Shui, get out of here. A married daughter shouldn't come home to stir up trouble. Master, something terrible has happened. Princess Chenin is at the door. What is she here for? To watch the Jiang family make a fool of themselves? Is such a small matter worth her making a trip? She dares to come. Stop her. Grandfather, let them go. I want to go ask Qi Jiyu why she is trying to harm our family. If you keep making trouble, don't come back. Grandfather. How terrifying. Invite them in. Please. I wonder what brings the princess here. Duke of Wei, no need for courtesy. Sit down. There's nothing much. I'm mainly here to take back some things that should be taken back. I asked the princess to enlighten me. Jiang Zhongming's military achievements over the years, the emperor's rewards, the court's salary. Shouldn't these be returned to him by now? Of course, rest assured. Jiang Zhongming is an honest person. His food, clothing, and expenses over these years, every single copper you spent on him. He remembers clearly. Those expenses will be deducted. The rest that belongs to him, I am taking back on his behalf. Princess, you are joking. A father raising a son is natural justice. Those things don't need to be deducted. It is true that Jiang Baihua did wrong over these years. And this old subject was also negligent and didn't pay attention. Those things should be returned to him. Hey, Duke of Wei. You were at least his father. What do you mean were? I already, since we severed ties. Let's make a clean break of it. Jiang Zhongming doesn't want to owe the Jiang family anything. That's why he's only taking back what is his. This is the ledger. Duke of Wei, have a look. If you have any doubts about this ledger, you can call the servants from back then and confront them face to face. For the sake of fairness, we can also send them to the Yamen for a proper interrogation. Of course, you can always stay and watch the interrogation. So there won't be any talk of forced confessions. Princess, this old subject is afraid I don't have enough silver on hand for the moment. That's fine. Shops, manors, farmland, medicinal herbs, jewelry, anything will do for settlement. Jiang Zhongming will need to advance his career, and social interactions will be necessary, so those things will be perfect for gifts. Then I ask the princess to wait a moment. This old subject will go prepare. Grandfather said that was for use at critical moments. To help my father advance further. Just a moment ago, grandfather wouldn't budge at all. But as soon as Qi Jiyu arrived. Qi Jiyu. This is extortion and racketeering by Qi Jiyu. Chen Fu greets the princess. Get up. Princess, what brings you here? Chen Fuxi's grandfather preparing golden jewelry. Is it for the princess? Is the princess mocking my father? What has this subject's wife done that warrants being mocked? Does mocking need a warrant? That is the first time I've heard such a statement. Jiang Shui, your words are truly interesting. Princess, why do you want our family silver? Could it be that seeing my Jiang family in trouble? You want to take the opportunity to extort us? Audacious! Jiang Shui, shut up. Grandfather, the Jiang family is already in a bad state. Why is the princess still kicking us while we're down? You have at least served the court for so many years. How can the princess force you to your death? If the emperor were to find out about this. Princess, it is all this old subject's fault for not teaching her well. Grandfather, I am thinking about our family. The princess is extorting our money for no reason. Shut up. Guards, throw Jiang Shui out. Duke of Wei. Look, your granddaughter is truly concerned for you. Princess, you joke. Jiang Shui is a married daughter. She has nothing to do with my Duke of Wei's house. She's married, not become a nun. Duke of Wei, you are truly interesting. Guards, prepare pen and ink. She is to be disowned from the family. Grandfather, you want to disown me from the Jiang family? Tomorrow, I will open the family shrine and strike my name from the family register. Why? Even though the Jiang family has declined, grandfather still holds his title. And my uncles are still officials in the court. They are my support. If I am no longer a daughter of the Jiang family, and have nothing to do with the Duke of Wei's matter, how am I supposed to survive in my in-laws' house? Jiang Shui. Honestly speaking, have you ever cared about this family? Grandfather, how could I not care about this family? If I didn't care, why would I risk offending the princess? To come and say these things? When your mother was cast out, why weren't you this agitated? I was very sad too, but I wasn't this crazy. Because you knew you still had support. So you wouldn't risk losing everything over a trifle. Why are you so agitated this time? Because it's my father. Are you concerned for your father, or for the Jiang family? You only rushed to find the princess. Because you saw the Jiang family's wealth slipping away. If you were actually pleading for your father, I might have held you in higher regard. The child I spent years painstakingly raising. How did you turn into this? It's not like that, grandfather, it's not. Jiang Shui, you could have just said that you know your father committed unforgivable crimes, and that the emperor has already shown mercy beyond the law, so you didn't dare to ask for anything else. Does that count as a reason? Yes, the princess is right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Grandfather is so stupid. Drag her out. Grandfather. Princess, the items have been prepared. Good. Then I won't disturb you any further. Only this much money spent on me from childhood? Is this the kind of life you've been living all these years? What does the Duke of Wei mean by that? How have you been practicing your calligraphy all these years? With tree branches. There are plenty of them in my courtyard. I could just write on the ground. I have failed you all these years. It was my negligence. Is there nothing you wish to say to me? I have a letter I would like to read to you. What letter? You wrote one to me? Is there something you were too embarrassed to say, so you wrote a letter instead? I said I want to read it to you. Go ahead, read it then. Stop putting on an act. Jiang Zhongming, what is the meaning of this? This isn't written by me. If not by you, then by whom? Princess Chenin. I'll continue reading. No need. I know what Princess Chenin wrote in that letter. Little sister, you really are something. A single word from you and the Duke of Wei ran away himself. Because he knew the letter I wrote wouldn't contain kind words. It would only scold him severely. And completely tear away his pretense. Back then, he was attracted to Jiang Zhongming's mother's beauty. But once the novelty wore off, he didn't care anymore. He saw that prince who had no chance of winning. So he immediately wanted to defect to my father. Someone like that? I don't want him. Ha 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 ha. Sister, if you hadn't told Jiang Zhongming in advance, revealing what the Duke of Wei might do, Jiang Zhongming might have helped the Duke of Wei later. At the very least, when the Jiang family faced true life and death, Jiang Zhoming would have lent a hand. You analyzed the Duke of Wei's thoughts so thoroughly, you left him with no room to move. He really left the Duke of Wei with absolutely no options. Jiang Zhoming follows our father. How can he be so fickle? The thing I dislike most is the hidden danger created by being indecisive. Not even a little bit is acceptable, to prevent a situation where no one is happy at the end. It's better to crush the source of danger early. I'm tired, I'm going back to sleep. You too, can't you think more? Why must you make your younger sister, at such a young age, exert so much effort? Father, why are you blaming us? You didn't think of it as fast as your sister, how dare you lecture us? Why are you hitting me again? I am your father. Does a father need a reason to hit his son? That's just unreasonable. Father, you really didn't think of it, did you? You can just admit your own negligence. We're all family, it's not shameful. The second brother brought this on himself, why drag me into it? Right, brother? It was indeed my oversight. There is still much to learn. My sister gave me a reminder about this matter. I should be more rigorous in my future actions. And not let fatigue settle in, to clear out hidden dangers as early as possible. Brother? Are you alright? You're the one who isn't alright. Your eldest brother's way of handling things is correct. When encountering issues, first reflect on yourself, and see if you were lacking in any way. Don't you know the principle of daily self-reflection? I do. My sister said that people are valued for self-reflection, reflecting on whether the other party is asking for a beating, whether there's more to be dug out of them, and whether you weren't harsh enough. Fine. That truly sounds like my sister's way of thinking. That's because your sister has the ability to do so. Do you? Doesn't look like it. Humph. If you don't, then be like your brother. Reflect on your own shortcomings first. When you are truly like your sister, you can do whatever you like. It's getting late. You all should go back and rest. Ah, he really is our father. He didn't think of it himself, yet he won't admit it. And then he scolds the two of us. How is our father's skin so thick? You just have to butt heads. With father. I'm just not convinced. Father didn't do this early on either. It's not like it was just us two. After this. When you know you can't get any advantage, just don't bring it up. You can endure it. And act only when you have the strength. Father didn't think there was anything wrong with what you said. He hit you because you don't know how to reflect. And you don't know how to assess the situation. Father was just letting you know that. In a situation where the circumstances are against you, even if you hold the truth, it's useless. You will get beaten regardless. So, just now, were you and Father putting on a show for me? No wonder you're the one who will inherit the position. Full of devious schemes, aren't you? Too many twists and turns, really. Brother, why did you hit me too? You really aren't being beaten wrongly at all. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to control myself. With you two around. I am a gentleman, I don't like violence. What has happened to everyone? Can't we even speak the truth in our own home? Outside, of course I wouldn't do this. Not even at home? I've been kicked out of the Jiang family register. How could grandfather be so heartless? I was just trying to protect the Jiang family's interests. He's trying to drive me to my death. I have no support now. No money, no power. My life at the Wei Manor has reached its end. You thief. What are you doing with my family's belongings? Mother, I'm going to see my father off. Why send off a sinner? Is it something to be proud of? Father did the dirty work, yet I have to suffer the shame. If only we had discovered it earlier and dealt with it earlier. How did it come to this? Mother, my father is to be exiled. The journey is arduous. I just want to show my filial piety before he goes. Grandfather was right. This is your father's wish, go ahead. Grandfather, why must you let him go? Life at home isn't as good as it used to be. Shouldn't her dowry be taken out to subsidize household expenses? This is like carving flesh off our Wei family. Do you think the Wei family's reputation isn't already bad enough? How did we ever marry such a fool? If it weren't for the connection to Prince Rui, I would never have let such a useless person enter our doors. Father, take care on the road. Once you arrive, you will have to rely on yourself. Your grandfather should be making arrangements at the destination. You don't need to worry about me. Instead, be more careful in the Wei family from now on. Considering the situation with the Jiang family and Prince Wu, Father, I have no relationship with the Jiang family anymore. What do you mean by that? Grandfather has removed me from the Jiang family register. I am no longer a Jiang family member. Why would he do that? Once you are out of the Jiang family, how will you survive in the Wei family? Don't let your affairs implicate the entire Jiang family. How could grandfather think of me? After this parting today, we father and daughter may never meet again. Father, you must take care of yourself. I am a warrior, after all. I've killed on the battlefield before. The Jiang family dares to insult my daughter like this. Brilliant, truly brilliant. I arrived before you two did. You father and daughters talking was interrupting us from viewing the scenery. Eavesdropping? Princess, where's your royal upbringing? Wait for you? Father, grandfather. If I weren't here, I wouldn't have known Jiang Shui was so capable. Grandfather, what are you saying? I am only here to send off my father. Father, don't misunderstand me. Misunderstand what? You were always so good at pretending in front of me. How did I not notice you were actually this stupid? Are you still not convinced? Can't you tell? Jiang Shui is using you to take revenge on me. Hehe, Jiang Baihua, my son. You really are my good son. Jiang Shui stirs up some trouble. And you want to kill the government guards halfway. Go back, and take revenge on me? Revenge on me for not saving you? Revenge on me for kicking Jiang Shui out of the Jiang family? Father, why are you putting on an act? What you just said, wasn't it just to fuel his anger? Don't call me grandfather. I don't have a granddaughter as cold-blooded as you. You came to send him off. He said you were kicked out. Wasn't that just to make him feel abandoned by the family, making exile feel difficult? You stoked his hatred, so he would come back halfway for revenge, steal the silver, and wander the ends of the earth? Isn't that your true goal? No, Duke of Wei. I never thought of that at all. Tell me, were you not thinking that? Jiang Shui feels that life has no hope. If she can't have a good life, she doesn't want others to have one either. If you came back and helped me, I'd be dead or wounded. She's using you to vent her anger. As for whether you'll be hiding forever later, she doesn't care. You treat her as a daughter. But she certainly didn't treat you as a father. I did indeed have that thought. Better to go out with a bang, than to live a cowardly life grabbing silver. But is my daughter really this cruel? Plotting against her own father? Father, I really didn't think that way. If you didn't think that way, why did you tell your father you were struck from the family register? You could have just sent the gold and silver and let him make his journey in peace. My words. My father arrives at the place of exile. No one to look after him. What is he supposed to do? In such a freezing and poor place. A long journey. Thousands of dangers on the way. No one to care for him when he arrives. My father's entire journey was relying on one thought to keep going. Even if it was bitter, there was hope. But what happens after he arrives? Nothing. How is my father supposed to bear that hope being shattered? Humph, you couldn't have made arrangements? You had to point at the Jiang family? I have no connections. You have no Wei family? None. Why would the Wei family's connections be used for me? The relationship between the Wei and Jiang families has come to this. Duke of Wei, how could you think they would still help me? Money talks, everyone knows that. Couldn't you use... The Wei family has no title now. They are in need of money. If you paid them, they wouldn't make things difficult for you over this. At the end of the day, you just couldn't bear to part with your own dowry. Jiang Baihua, do you see the true face of this good daughter of yours? Now? Father, no, I really didn't think like that. You can't listen to the Duke of Wei's one-sided story. Besides, I came to send you off and gave you silver. They didn't come to send you off at all. If I hadn't come, how would I even be standing here? Duke of Wei, since you came to send my father off, why did you hide yourself? I suggested this to the Duke of Wei. I invited him to watch a good show. Jiang Shui, you really are just as I thought. Your desire for revenge is so strong that you even plot against your own father. You really are selfish enough. Putting yourself first, and for your own satisfaction. Ignoring the life and death of your father and grandfather. You handle things more ruthlessly than I do. Qi Jiyu, you set me up. I didn't force you to say those things. I only ensured the Duke of Wei would appear. If you didn't have that intention, regardless of whether the Jiang family appeared or not, you wouldn't have incited your father. Princess, you really are joking. What did I incite? What did my father do? Are you going to convict them based on things that haven't even happened yet? Jiang Shui, you are still too young. Father? Duke of Wei, what have you done? The Jiang family trained you to support the family. Even if you couldn't do that, you were meant to lift others up. Even if you couldn't do that, at least don't invite disaster upon the house. I didn't train you so you could come back and turn on the Jiang family and lead the family to annihilation. Take care of yourself from now on. Father, why did you? Can't you see? Your father's martial arts are ruined. Jiang Shui really was using me. She truly is my good daughter. Princess, great tactics. It's all right. Just standard procedure. Princess, did my Jiang family offend you? Why must you have my family broken and destroyed? You support Prince Wu. And back when my father was deposed as crown prince, you were always helping Prince Wu suppress us. Didn't you destroy much of my father's influence? Even if my father wasn't the crown prince, what was his should still have remained. But Duke of Wei, what did you do? If it weren't for you, this good helper, Prince Wu, how could he have crushed my father's influence so quickly? It's like ruining a scholar's hands, destroying a cook's sense of taste, blinding a sniper's eyes, or ruining a warrior's martial arts. I just personally ruined my own son's martial arts. Back then, my father, in order to protect those soldiers from suffering the persecution of you and Prince Wu, had to personally disband them. Those were his brothers he promoted and stood by, who went through life and death together. You forced my father to tearfully drive them away. Now that you've ruined your own son's martial arts, how does it feel? Does Prince Wu know the princess is this deep in schemes? What? Listen to yourself. What does it matter if my father knows or not? I am always my father's daughter. And we father and daughter will never turn on each other, will we? That's because it's not yet time for a choice. If the time for a life and death choice truly arrived, could the princess still be this confident? Duke of Wei, there is one thing you still don't understand. You personally ruined your son's martial arts, only because you needed to preserve the Jiang family. If Jiang Baihua had fled halfway, the Jiang family would have been truly finished. In the face of the family's overall interests, you chose the family and abandoned your own son. Princess, what is the point of saying all this? Everyone knows this obvious issue. Others would have made the same choice. What I want to say is, my family would never have to face that kind of dilemma. With me here, how could I let anyone bully my family like that? Do you still not see it yet? Don't you see? If it weren't for my father's consideration for the country, you think Prince Wu could still be living comfortably? Do you know how many people follow Prince Wu? If Prince Wu were gone, you think they would calmly welcome your father to the throne? They would rebel. The court would be in turmoil. It doesn't matter, just kill them all. It will be chaotic for a while, but it won't last forever. I like to do things efficiently. It's only because my father is gentle. How you bullied my family back then. I will make sure you pay it all back. Father, why must we stick with Prince Rui? Our family isn't what it used to be. But my brother and I can still strive for something in the military. It's not like we don't have a chance to rise up. Switching sides rashly now leaves us in a bad spot with both. Prince Wu won't use us. And doesn't Prince Wu want to eliminate us? Qi Jiyu just called me outside the city. Princess Chenin is simply too despicable and shameless. How could she be this vicious? She has already ruined the Jiang family. And now she has to go this far? Victor's right history. You don't need to think about that. The issue now is, soon everyone in the capital will know that Jiang Shi would even use her own father for revenge. And as for me, to prevent Jiang Baihua from committing a wrong, I personally ruined him. Now, if we want to protect ourselves, we can only follow the path that Princess Chenin has paved. Otherwise, my ruining of Jiang Baihua would be told in a different light. The Jiang family would inevitably be thrust into the spotlight. And you all would be implicated. Princess Chenin isn't just seeking revenge. She is seeking to permanently sever the Jiang family from Prince Wu. While seeking revenge, she wants Prince Wu to lose the Jiang family. As you said, the Jiang family still had hope of rising again. But Princess Chenin would not allow that to happen. Our Jiang family rising to continue working for Prince Wu. She wouldn't agree to it. Father, who exactly is Princess Chenin? Who she is doesn't matter. What matters is that we can only choose Prince Rui now, Father. Can we not remain neutral? Prince Wu and Prince Rui are competing. Wouldn't neutrality be seen as betrayal? Even if Prince Rui ascends to the throne, would he use officials who betrayed their masters like us? Do you think we have a choice now? If we don't help Prince Rui, do you think Prince Wu would let us stay neutral? If we don't defect to Prince Rui, Prince Wu alone could wipe out our Jiang family. To protect the Jiang family, we cannot be neutral. We can only defect to Prince Rui. As for the future, you must work hard to become people of value. As long as you have value, Prince Rui will continue to use you. You can keep your lives and maintain the honor of the Jiang family. Look at the big picture. Look at the emperor. And look at Princess Chenin. Is the emperor's favor toward Princess Chenin merely an elder's affection for a junior? The emperor has so many grandchildren. Look at which one the emperor favors to that extent. Why is Princess Chenin the only one? Father, I understand now. Princess Chenin is truly ruthless. The Jiang family has already been tormented to this state. And she refuses to let go of even the last bit of value. Ha 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 ha. This girl has great tactics. Vengeful indeed. The Duke of Wei was a great asset to the fourth prince. The Wei family and the Duke of Wei are all destroyed. The fourth prince's right and left arms have been cut off this time. He couldn't save them even if he wanted to. In 2 years, I can abdicate and enjoy my life in peace. Get out. Ha ha ha. Prince Rui would even use a fallen Jiang family. Well done. I want to see what happens next when I make my move. How you will respond. Now, some things that should be discarded must be discarded. Especially those who were entangled with the Duke of Wei. Mother, your daughter has grown up, and you have such a strong sense of ceremony. Fine, everyone is quite excited. But it's just a coming-of-age ceremony. Is there a need to be this excited? Other than feeling a breakthrough in strength, I really don't feel anything for this kind of thing. Are you still angry? You Jiang family members are truly shameless. Seeing a benefit and immediately switching sides, spineless. I have been removed from the Jiang family register. I am not a Jiang family member. Who the Jiang family defects to has nothing to do with me. There are Jiang family members in the front courtyard. If you are unhappy about it, you can go find them. What's the point of taking your bitterness out on me here? Bah, you Jiang family members are nothing but opportunistic sycophants. If you're so unhappy, why don't you go find Princess Chenin? Why are you picking on me? Is it because you think I'm the easiest target? Picking the softest persimmon to squeeze, are you? You wretch, how dare you try to hide? Ah. Ah. Prince Rui's estate is certainly well prepared. Whenever there's a banquet, these kinds of scenes always play out. Either someone falls into the water or they're drugged. We have to be prepared ahead of time to avoid such incidents. Come on, let's go to the front and look for them. We'll tell Prince Wu that his son pushed someone into the water. Let's see how they intend to handle this. Mother, I'm going to check on Jiang Shui. Sorry for causing you trouble, princess. That's good. You're finally showing some intelligence this time. What do you mean by that, princess? There's no one else here. Is there really any need to keep up the act? Don't worry. No one is eavesdropping outside. Your deliberate scheme against Qi Jinghong won't be exposed. Please watch your words, princess. My father never intended anything of the sort. Wasn't it because Wei Yifeng was considering divorcing his wife? You intentionally goaded Qi Jinghong into pushing you into the water, so you could secure your position as the Lady of Wei. Qi Jinghong is Prince Wu's son, after all. If he pushed you in, Wei Yifeng wouldn't be able to divorce you immediately after. How would it look to the public? Prince Wu's son commits a grave mistake, and the victim suffers the consequences. Prince Wu's family is truly too arrogant and tyrannical. In the past, this might have just been considered a minor event. But now, Prince Wu's situation is precarious. Another incident like this would only add salt to the wound. I suppose nothing escapes the princess's sharp eyes. Everything I did was forced upon me by you, princess. My current predicament is entirely your doing, isn't it? Because my Jiang family defected to Prince Rui. Why would Wei Yifeng ever keep me around? But princess, you didn't expect this, did you? Even when cornered, I still found a way to survive. Wasn't your goal to drive me to my death and make my life miserable? Too bad, you miscalculated. I can still stay in the Wei family as the Lady of Wei. As long as Qi Jinghong is alive, I will not be divorced. Ha ha ha, you think you've won? Do you think your life will be easy just because you weren't divorced? Wei Yifeng's heart is not with you. Taking a concubine is inevitable. And when that happens, you won't even have a child of your own. Humph, so what? As long as I am the legal wife, the children born to concubines are still mine. They will be placed under my care to be raised. Raised, you say? Don't forget you also have a mother-in-law. If your mother-in-law decides to torment you, what can you possibly do? Right in front of your children, she will tell them that you aren't their real mother. You aren't worthy of being a legal wife, even if the Wei family keeps your position for you. In their hearts, you are nothing. Whenever you are outside, if you show even the slightest slip-up, they will immediately hold it against you. Every single day after this, you will live in constant fear, living every day amidst schemes and backstabbing. There won't be a single person by your side you can trust. Everyone you see will be an enemy. And yet, they are still people living under the same roof as you. Your family, but what does that matter? You wanted to break me, but I still kept my position as Lady of Wei. Guess why? We were so well prepared to save someone? It's because the Jiang family is trash, and the Wei family is my enemy. Wei Qingjiang hates Tang Jingru to death, but he cannot divorce her. Wei Yifeng hates you just as much, yet he still cannot divorce you. Your family members all loathe each other, yet you are forced to live together. I don't even need to lift a finger. You will torture each other indefinitely. Isn't that far more entertaining than just killing you?